There we go. All right, I was really worried for a moment there. All right, let me refresh this and refresh that. Yay! Okay, cool. And let me just very quickly change my stream information. So we are not doing that right now. Wrong title. Sorry, guys. Let's play. TOUCHSTARVED. Yeah. All right. Cool. Ooh. All right. Cool. Bet. Do do do. Alrighty. Done. All right. Cool. Yay. Alrighty. Is everyone still here? Wow. All right. Yay. All right. Good. 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 Just wanted to double make sure. Ah, curses. I just realized I have to keep an eye on my cat. So, ugh. Give me another 2 seconds. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Okie Now I'm back. Oh my gosh, come on, you stupid mic. There we go. Okay. I made sure that was good. Alright. Did that. Back to this now. Is this fog fall? My stomach sinks at the very whisper of it. A silent storm more devastating than fire. Dangerous in cities, but a death sentence beyond them. A thick blanket of fog engulfs us, smothering out the lantern's light. The wagon lurches to a stop. Sorry, I had to chew real quick. I am eating at the moment, but it's mostly just like cold bacon. An eerie silence heavy as the mist falls over us. The only warning we get is a strangled scream. Stay back! No! The cry dissolves into wet gurgling. Whoa! That shit scared the fuck out of me, I'm not gonna lie. Then the wagon violently pitches to the side. I hit the ground hard, the air punched from my lungs. When I open my eyes, adrenaline leans sudden, awful clarity to the carnage around me. Ooh. A trader I once shared bread with lies face down in the mud, their back reduced to long strings of torn muscle, gleaming gristle, and exposed bone. Bodies litter the wasteland. Oh shit. I try to rise, but my ankle explodes with pain so blinding. White blooms across my vision. Only when my eyes adjust do I see the dark shape in front of me. A soulless stoops over the twisted form of a caravaner. I freeze, but it swivels its head. A dozen bulging eyes twitch in my direction and blink as one. Oh, that's loud. Hang on a second. I need to. Oh. Okay, hang on. Master volume. Turn down the effects of this shit. Holy fuck. Okay. Done. Good. Alright. The soulless lets out an ear splitting shriek and runs at me. But right before it reaches me, the beast barrels past, vanishing into the mist. Distantly, a horse screams in the dark. I need to move now. Head towards the wagon. I take cover beside the wagon where the air is thick with greasy smoke. Fire eats through a gaping hole, spluttering where lantern oil mixes with brackish water. Every person I see is dead or dying, except one. Oh, All-Mother, forgive our sins. Guide us onto your heart, into your hearth. We are worthy, we are worthy. A traveler grovels by the flames, their hands clasped above their head in fervent prayer. I glance upwards, towards the gauzy lights of Erythea, just visible where the fog runs thinnest. I don't pray, not anymore. But the sight of the city is all the reminder I need. I came too far to die here. Rapid footsteps echo all around me. I turn in circles, frantically searching the opaque mist for the source, but the fogfall twists and stretches sound. Suddenly, the caravan's driver bursts forth from the fog. Our eyes meet too late. He slams into me, knocking me to the ground, and flips in a patch of mud. The soulless falls on him as soon as he slows. It catches the driver by his throat and rakes his stomach with razor-sharp claws. Oh shit, I like this. He comes apart like wet paper, spilling intestines and viscera in a steaming tide. That's disgusting. I love it though. I love the details of this shit. Fighting the urge to heave, I claw frantically through the slippery musk for a handhold. Shit! My hand catches on the jagged edge of a rib jutting from the water. Bandages unfurl around the gouge torn deep into my palm. The pain's quickly forgotten when a hand closes around my wrist. Oh shit, let's... Can you stand? The praying traveler leans over me. We need to run. Hey, look, I'm glad I chose this shit. They reach for my hand and I realize too late that my bandages have come undone. No, don't touch me! The sensation of their thumb brushing the back of my hand sends a shiver down my spine. All it takes is one touch, and in the space of a breath, my curse takes hold. Oh, fuck no. Their lips peel back into a deranged grin. No, I've seen this face countless times before. This is my curse. Madness of my own making. Their grip on my hand tightens until pain radiates from my knuckles. Let me go. Suddenly, clammy hands crush my throat, choking off my breath. Die, 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 die! Spit bubbles at the corners of their mouth and flecks my face. The edges of my vision darkened as my lungs screamed for air. Fight them off. My nails gouge deep into the traveler's wrist, but no matter how much blood I draw, they don't flinch. The more I struggle, the tighter their grip grows. My pulse hammers in my ears, slowing with each thudding beat. This can't be happening. I'm going to die. And not because of the fogfall or the soulless, but because of my own curse. Tears sting my eyes. No, 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 not here, not like this. The hands drop from my neck, leaving me wheezing for air. My lungs burn with each ragged cough. My vision clears and the traveler's face takes shape, hovering inches from mine, lips still split in that macabre smile, even as blood seeps between their teeth. They give me one last shuddering breath, then slump over the claw hooked through their stomach. The soulless shoves the body aside, and the glowing eyes studying its leathery skin thin as though grinning. Oh shit. There's a flash of claws. Red spill across my vision. I thought there'd be pain, but as I sink into the murky water, all I can feel is the grit of slit filling my mouth in the icy embrace of shallow water. Distantly, I notice an arm resting among an outcrop of reeds, mine neatly severed at the elbow. I should have taken both arms. Without them, maybe I could have survived. Maybe I could have had a home. Instead, I'll die cold, alone, and face down in a desolate wasteland. A fitting end for a monstrosity like me. Oh shit, was that one of the endings? Bro, what? Dot dot dot. If this is death, it's not as bad as I feared. The cold is gone, as is the choking stench of bog water. I could drift forever, cocooned in oblivion until all thought and sensation vanished. No curse, nobody howling at me in madness and terror, nothing at all. Fuck! Wait. Okay. Oh, it's a good thing I read the thingy about being able to rewind the time because this was good. Until all thought and sensation vanished. No curse, nobody howling at me in madness and terror. Nothing at all. The thought has a terrible appeal to it. But the next moment, I take a reflective breath. Air pours into my lungs, then out again in a ragged gasp. Feeling comes flooding back, warm cloth on my bare skin, a firm surface underneath me. A strange tang of sulfur in the air. Do not be afraid. Oh shit, it's handsome guy number 1. Let's fucking go. Let me stop. Let me calm my horniness, okay? Let me calm it down for the first time. I twist my head toward the voice. Tears flood my bleary vision at the bright glow of lamplight. Try not to move. The voice is calm, steady, and commanding, but more importantly, it's a stranger's voice. One thought cuts through my mental fog. I have no idea who this is, and I'm completely at their mercy. Stay away from me. My words come out in little more than a creaky whisper. I clamp my mouth shut, hating how weak and helpless I sound. No. No? Who the hell is this? Sit up. I manage to push myself up on one elbow, but my head swims and my surroundings give an alarming lurch. A stubborn patience. I don't have the strength to dignify that with a response. Instead, I pull the sheet up higher and wipe my eyes until my vision clears. Damn, he's so hot. It's the eyes. Guys, it's the fucking eyes. Oh my god. And there's just something sexy about a hot guy wearing earrings like, yes. The stranger towers over my prone form. Warm light reflects off his pristine medical coat. I instinctually shrink back, and that's when I notice that I'm completely naked except for a thin lined sheet. Naked, lying on a low cot, with a pair of sharp golden eyes watching my every move. The man's gaze flickers onto my exposed, unbandaged hands. I plunge my hands under the sheet to hide them from sight, though it's too late. He must have noticed what they look like. Strange, cursed, inhuman. I brace myself for his inevitable suspicion and disgust, but his expression doesn't even flicker from that courteous smile. He just watches in placid silence as I struggle to make sense of my surroundings. Where am I? Who are you? Be calm. You are safe here. Whoever this is, he clearly has no idea who or what I am. I've never been safe anywhere with anyone. Even the shrine of my childhood, the one sanctuary I ever knew, turned out to be a horrific lie. I scowl, pulling the sheet protectively around myself. Where are my clothes? The man's golden eyes narrow slightly. A sharp sigh rustles the papers in his hands. I see you are not to be dissuaded. Your clothes were torn to shreds when I found you, but I procured replacements. With a soft creak, he stands from his chair, giving me a better view of my surroundings. I seem to be in some sort of medical clinic. Bottles of silvery alchemical concoctions line the counters in neat rows. The air makes my nose twitch, a faint whiff of smoke and something distinctly metallic that I can't quite place. The doctor produces a large, dense bundle of cloth, which he sets at the foot of my cot. He's easily a head taller than most, and I have to crane my neck to look at him. Thank you. I should be polite if I can, especially since I don't know who this is, what he can do, or what he wants with me. Meeting his gaze sends a hot frisson down my spine. Ooh, let me stop. Let me stop! Something about him nags at me like a half-formed memory I can't place. Thank you. You are welcome. I will leave you to get dressed. With a curt nod, he leaves through a narrow door. I hear a soft click as the lock turns behind him. I count to 3 in the sudden silence. When I don't hear any more footsteps, I reach for the bundle of clothes. An inch. What the fuck is that noise? Yo, I don't know what that noise is. I'm so sorry. Anyways, an inch on my elbow. An itch. Oh my god, that was an inch. An itch on my elbow stops me short. I reach down absently to rub at it, then freeze when my fingers meet a neat line of stitches. I know what I saw. That beast took my arm clean off. And yet, my arm shows no sign of injury apart from the black stitches poking through my skin. I gingerly flex my fingers, feeling my heart race at the sensation. This is impossible. I should be dead, or at the very least, gasping out my breaths. I squeeze my eyes shut, waiting for the pleasant dream to unravel, to wake up bleeding out in the swamp. But nothing happens. The seconds tick by, and my arm remains resolutely healed. My surroundings pristine and quiet. In numb disbelief, I reach for the replacement clothes and begin stiflingly pulling them on. They're thicker and warmer than mine were, with a black woolen cloak to go with them. But there's one thing still missing: my bandages. The golden-eyed man didn't leave me with any, even though I know he saw my hands. I slide off the bed and take a few unsteady steps towards one of the drawers. If this is indeed a doctor's clinic, there must be bandages somewhere. I start opening drawers at random, and of course, that's when the door swings open once more. Are you looking for something? I whirl around, clutching a thick roll of clean bandages. I try to step back from him, but my legs bump up against the edge of the cot. Your caution is understandable, though if I meant you any harm, you would know. That doesn't make me feel any better in the slightest, but he makes no move towards me. So I quickly wind the bandages around my hands. The glowing scars and molted skin disappear under a layer of clean white cotton. Maya asks why you need additional bandages. I clench my jaw. I knew it would only be a matter of time before he asks about my hands, though the way he does it is strangely roundabout. Hmm. Let's see. Da, da, da. I don't want to glare at him. But I don't want to say nothing. I'm going to decline to answer. Well, that's a very personal question, and I don't really want to answer. Is that so? Surely you realize that I can only help if you tell me what ails you. An involuntary snort of laughter escapes me. Where would I even begin? Would he even believe me if I told him? No, best to keep my curse to myself for now and learn more about him first. Who are you? You may call me Kuras. Sexy Kuras. Let me stop. Bro, he's just so fucking fine. And where exactly am I? Iridia, which I assume was your caravan's destination. I can think of nowhere else for a group of travelers to go. Iridia. So I made it to the city of knowledge after all. Should feel relieved, but all I can manage is a vague sense of increasing unease. How did I end up here? I brought you to my clinic, of course. You are the only survivor from the caravan, barely clinging to life. You needed immediate treatment, which you provided. Yes. I'm gonna have the mic really fucking close to my mouth, so I'm sorry if I'm like too fucking loud and shit, but I don't know what the fuck that noise is, and I don't know if you guys can hear me. He says it so simply, as if I'm a child and he's explaining basic addition to me. I frown and flex the fingers on my recently healed arm. Aside from being a bit stiff, it feels fine. Thoroughly attached to me. You're saying that you stitched my arm back on? Pardon? A Solus attacked the caravan. It ripped everyone to shreds. It tore my arm clean off. But when I woke up here, I trail off, bewildered. I've never heard of any magic that could heal a mortal wound like that. What kind of person can do such a thing? The doctor, Kuras, pinches the bridge of his nose. He sits back. Excuse me. He sits back down in his chair, quiet for a long time. I do not know where you come from, but Iridia is the city of knowledge and deadly secrets alike. Information is power, and it is most unwise to give or receive it freely. Since you have refused to divulge your secrets, I will not divulge mine. I do not even know your name. You are new to Iridia, so I will overlook this specific breach of etiquette. However, you should not expect others to extend the same courtesy. Do you understand? He looks pointedly at my freshly bandaged hands. Loath though I am to admit it, he has a point. I'm also a complete stranger to him, and if he's telling the truth, he saved my life. I take a deep, steadying breath. This time, when I speak, I sound a bit more like myself. Corey. My name is Corey. It is a pleasure to meet you, Corey. Oh, look at his smile. Ah! There's a little more warmth in his smile, his polite demeanor back in an instant. Thank you for saving me. Thank you for saving my life. I chance a smile in return. Even if he won't explain how he did the impossible, there's no doubt in my mind that I'd be dead if not for Kuras. Think nothing of it. I'm not sure if he's just being excessively courteous, but his words only raise more urgent questions. But I have to ask, why did you save me? You don't know me. He's like, oh shit, I wasn't expecting that answer. The question seems to startle Kuras. I could hardly leave you to die in the waste. Assisting those in need is the very essence of a doctor's duty. I've never met a doctor who also handed out free clothes. My fingers find the edge of the cloak. There's a subtle but delicately embroidered pattern around the hem. I try not to think about what kind of price Kuros might ask for such well-made clothes. No, I suppose not. Oh, he's so cute! Forgive my presumption. I rarely come across so fascinating a patient, of course. I blink. What did he just say? I simply meant that few would cling to life so resolutely or brave such a perilous journey to Iridia. I could not help being curious about you, Corey. Oh, so I chose the right shit, I guess. His voice dips and his voice dips to a soft murmur, and he abruptly looks away from me. You're pretty curious yourself. I don't know what to say to that. You know what? Same, bitch. Same. Like, ha. Damn. Let me just do something really quick. Boop, boop, boop. Ba-doo-da-da-boo. Bow, bow. Alrighty. I don't know what to say to that. I honestly don't know what to say to that. If you knew more about me, you might not like me as much as you think. Doctor or not, he wouldn't want to risk his life or sanity over me. No one ever does. Peculiar thing to say. Yes! Oh my god! Athena! Huh! Listen! Listen, bitch! The eyes. It's the fucking eyes. And I'm like, that jawline. Look, yes. Like, this is just the first character out of many male leads that we're gonna be meeting. And holy fuck, is he sexy. Holy shit. I have been trying to calm my horniness down so that I can actually read it. Like, read the fucking storyline and shit. Because nah, it's the shoulders and those arms. Yo, yes. And he's a doctor, so you know full well he's good with his hands, if you know what I mean. It's just automatically, I'm like, oh, I'm swooned by his looks. Ah, shit. Yeah, I did. The problem was that, whatchamacallit, when I first started streaming, uh, I had lag because of low internet and stuff, and I had like a lot of stuff in the background. And because of that, it fucked up the connection, so I ended up getting like a minute lag. But now, because I ended the stream and I restarted a new one, I don't have that problem. I will, however, be continuing with this sexy bitch. But I won't be able to play because my husband's going to... You're fine, you're fine. Look, you can just watch me play with the sexy motherfucker. And trust me, there's like 4 or 5 more other sexy motherfuckers that I need. I need them. Like, gimme, bitch. Gimme. Apparently, this is a prologue, right? And it's a demo, I think, so I don't know. Um, but, basically, fucking shit, whatchamacallit. But basically, what is happening is that, I guess I chose this guy's route because of the way that I was answering shit. So we'll see where this goes. And besides, you don't have to play it. You just watch me play it, okay? And just pretend that I am you doing all this shit. Oh shit, Kuros, a peculiar thing to say. Why would I have cause to dislike you? And here we are back at my curse, the thing I've been desperate to avoid discussing. A loud knock at the front door stops our conversation cold and spares me from having to say anything else. Oh no! Alright, damn, okay. Gotta wait for these ads to go by so that me and Athena can talk. Because oh my gosh, I don't know. What Time amount are the ants. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Okay, how long was the ads, by the way? I keep forgetting how long they are. It was just a minute. All right, then it's not that bad. Okay, good. All right, so let's see. Let's see. Da-da-da. A loud knock at the front door stops our conversation cold and spares me from having to say anything else. Duty calls. Ooh, okay, that's not bad. 30 seconds each. Okay. I'm actually kind of glad about that. I was worried that it was going to be longer. Unfortunately, you are not my only patient today. What do you mean, unfortunately, handsome? Let me just tuck my hair behind my ear real quick. The knocking grows more insistent, and Kuris lets out a tired sigh. Please wait your turn. Though he says it quietly, the clamor on the other side of the door abruptly stops. Do you need anything before you leave, Corey? Oh, between the soulless attack and my miraculous survival, I'd almost forgotten why I came to Iridia in the first place. I need directions to the Cenobian. Ooh, look at his face! He's so mad! Bitch said, instant anger, like, damn. The Cenobia? The look on his face is downright chilling. He pauses, choosing his words with cold deliberation when he speaks again. Whatever you seek, it is very unlikely you will find it there. The Cenobian's gate opened for precious few visitors. Even if they did, you would not like what you found inside. My heart sinks. Is he saying that I came all this way for nothing? Risked my life and limb for nothing? No, that can't be. I've only just arrived, and Iridia's the largest city still standing. There has to be a cure for me here. Then if not Cenobian, where would you suggest? Do you know anyone else in Iridia? I shake my head. Then I suggest a local guide. Head to the wet. Damn. Yep, you did everything for nothing. Yup, literally, like, damn. I'm sorry. I think I'm getting sick from a sandstorm hitting my city. What? Me and the baby. No! I hope you're okay, and I hope the baby's okay. Stay inside. Be safe. Yo, yes. Look. Just him right there. That's all I need. That's literally all I need to be wet. Oh shit. Let me stop. Head to the wet wick and ask for Leander. Okay, Leander is actually another male lead of ours. So, let's go. Excuse me? The wet what? The wet wick. He sounds so, like, I don't want to say it twice, but here. He sounds deeply unamused. So it was that type of joke. Ah, shit. Follow the postings advertising Leander's bloodhounds. They are difficult to miss. When you meet Leander, tell him I sent you. Oh, look at his smile. They definitely know each other. They're probably besties. That isn't much to go on, but Kuras points towards the clinic's back door. You will be safe so long as you do not draw attention to yourself. That's easier said than done. I've always been a magnet for the worst sort of attention. Facts. If you require my assistance, you may return whenever you wish. Though he's smiling, there's a note of finality in his voice. Resigned to my dismissal, I slip out the back door. Damn. I find myself standing in a narrow and rather gloomy alley. I pull the new cloak up over my nose, stepping over the contents of chamber pots that have been emptied into the streets. Ew! Something weighs heavily inside one of the cloak's pockets. My coin purse. Oh, everything is still inside. Every last coin that I scraped together for the journey to Iridia. It doesn't even look like it was open. There were so few coins to begin with, they probably weren't worth stealing. I glanced back at the clinic's closed doors. Kuris didn't take any payment. He didn't even ask for a future favor. But he also said that in Iridia, secrets are power. Does he expect me to give up mine at some point? That's not exactly a comforting thought. Still, no matter why he did it, Kuris gave me a second chance and a lead on where I might find help. Ooh, okay. I better get going before he changes his mind. I squeeze out of the alley and into the crowded main street. The line outside Kuris's clinic stretches down the road already. Two thin peddlers queue alongside withered elders. If any place is in desperate need of a free clinic, it's this one. Changes his mind, just shoots him. Damn, I don't even know if guns exist in this world. Oh, shit. The cobblestones are treacherously rough under my feet, deep grooves worn between them by regular flooding and decades of hard use. I knew Iridia was a rubber city, but I didn't expect it to look so eroded. The buildings are tired and dilapidated, all crammed together in narrow streets. Just stopping by, that's my way of saying hi. Going to go look at the apartment. Okie dokie, be safe. Thank you for stopping by. And there's something else. A charge in the air like the shift in pressure before a storm. Subtle, little more than a faint, persistent thrumming, but I can't seem to shake it. A child darts by, clutching something greasily wrapped in paper. The smell of fried food drifts over me. My stomach gives a faint gurgle. This morning's catch, fried up, hot and fresh, not too many eyeballs today. That sounds disgusting, but I'm starving, so I duck my head under the stall's grubby awning. A large fish leers up at me, its three bulging eyes still visible through the thick layer of crispy batter. The vendor gives me a gape-toothed grin. What's the cheapest thing you got? The vendor points at a metal basket of what looks like long strips of savory fried dough. Fresh long lads, 3 copper apiece, don't burn your mouth. I take the coins out, counting them gingerly. At this rate, I might not even be able to afford dinner. Reluctantly, I drop the payment on the counter and take my meal. 2 streets later, I pass under a wrought iron archway adorned with dangling garnels of red and pink lilies. The buildings in this quarter are a dizzying riot of color, painted walls and tinted glass everywhere I look. Aw, okay, cool. Sheer red and pink curtains flutter in open doorways. Musical voices call out invitingly. Incense mingles with the pungent scent of flowers, barely covering the salt and musk of warm bodies. I'm sorry I can't stay because my head is killing me and I can't stop sneezing. I need to rest, have fun. Thank you. I will have fun and be safe. And yeah, I hope you don't get too sick. But you're fine. Don't worry about me. That's called drugs and alcohol. I mean, Athena do be telling me to take a shot, so let me stop. No, but in all seriousness, I hope you feel better, Athena. Thank you for playing the game with us earlier, and thank you for stopping by still. Alright, this must be Iridia's entertainment district. I'm polishing off my food and dusting the crumbs from my hands when I spot a poster. It features the silhouette of a smiling man wearing a single dagger-like earring and the word Bloodhound printed above its head. A motto, as above, so below, circles the artwork. If Leander is the leader of the Bloodhounds, then the face printed on the poster is likely his. I followed the line of identical posters around the corner and nearly hit my head on the precarious dangling wooden sign. Looking up, faded orange letters read, "The Wet Wit." Can't. The facade of the building looks like it's seen better days, but I hear faint music and laughter coming from inside. Ooh, wait, what's happening? Cutscene! The inside of the bar is a far cry from the abandoned exterior. It's not even midday, yet most of the tables and booths are occupied by a loose assembly of people in matching green clothes. Bustling bars are not something I'm used to, but I steel myself with a deep breath before pushing forward. A curiosity glance doesn't turn up anyone with a dagger-shaped earring. I'm about to head towards the counter when a chant rises from the center of the room. Show! 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 The remaining green cloaks abandon the bar in their boots to rush towards the center of the room in a sudden torrent. There's no time to move out of the way. I'm caught, swept along in the ale-stench current. Hey! Rhythmic chanting drowns out my voice. I thrash, throwing out my elbows as the press of bodies grows heavier. My hip knocks into a table. I grip it, holding on tight to steady myself. But the crowd has stilled. The chanting stopped. A pair of glided boots stride across the tabletop. Let me. Seriously, you dogs, again? Scattered laughter and cheers rise from the audience. I drag my eyes upward. Bruh! Why he's so handsome? Man, that scar is doing wonders for him. Holy fuck! Shit! Okay. Let me... My horniness is 100 out of a 10, and I'm bringing it to a 60. I got it. Okay, I need to read the story. Fucking shit, he's so hot. My God. A well-dressed man stands on the table in front of me, his broad shoulders framed by the thick lapels of a trench coat. This really is the last time, all right? This time when he speaks, the audience falls silent, as though bewitched by his magnetic presence or rich, low voice. Ooh. Let me stop. Oh my gosh. But nothing is as captivating as his smile. He beams at the crowd around him, a performer on his makeshift stage. Don't blink or you'll miss it. He laughs and the dagger-shaped earring dangles from his left ear, catches the light in a flash of gold. It would seem I found Leander. He raises his hand above the audience and snaps. A flash of pale green light. Real magic. No ordinary stage trick. Blinds me. As the brilliant ebbs, my gaze refocuses on the mage towering above me. He flicks his wrist, and the magic spiraling around him coalesces. A delicate flower stem sprouts from between his pinched fingers. One by one, glowing lily petals spring forth. With a flourish, the mage presents the conjured flowers. The audience bursts into clapping and cheers. A genuine magic show was the last thing I expected from a place called the Wet Wick. Leander plucks the iridescent bouquet out of the air and turns in a slow circle, giving his audience a good look. Now who could use some good luck? Eager onlookers scoot closer to the table. Some reach for the lilies while others whistle and call Leander's name. But his cool green eyes slid right over mine, locking on me instead. How about you? My chest tightens. Every person gathered turns to stare at me. I refuse the flowers. My voice comes out weaker than I'd like. Someone else might appreciate them more. Leander's smile widens as though he didn't hear me at all. You seem like you could use something to brighten up your day. Oh my gosh, he's so cute! Ah! Oh my gosh, he's so fucking cute! Gotta bring it down to a 60. Bring it down to a 60, bitch! Okay. But as he speaks, the lilies fade away in a shower of opalescent light. To my surprise, Leander laughs under his breath. That's the problem with flowers. They don't last long, but they leave an impression, right? He grins at me, and I find myself smiling back. Whoa. Leander steps off the table, dropping among the excited crowd with an audible click. All right, bloodhounds, get back to your drinks. Show's over. The green cloaks disperse at his command, returning to their tables and booths. Before I can make my way towards Leander, his eyes find me. He gives me a friendly wave, then beckons me over the crowded counter. I manage to squeeze beside him, but there's so little room that his broad shoulder presses against mine. I tense, but he doesn't seem to mind at all. This is your first time in Iridia? He says it lightly with a genuine air of curiosity. Do I stick out that much? No, but I'm certain I remember seeing a face as lovely as yours around Lowtown. Got me so loaded. Okay, shit, okay. My eyes flicker to the polished countertop. I'm not used to flattery, and being this close makes eye contact difficult. As if on cue, the bartender approaches us. What can I get you? Surprise me and add anything my friend wants to my tab. I wasn't expecting the generosity, but I have to admit, I do feel a little thirsty after all that fried dough. I'll have what he's having. Water's good. Water's fine. While the bartender leaves to fix our drinks, Leander leans his elbows on the counter. I'm close enough to notice the purple shadows under his lowered lips. Lower lids. Oh my god. Already thinking of his lips. Damn. His eyes wander over me in return, but when they lock on my bandaged hands, a sour taste rises in my throat. Here comes the questions. So what brings you to the wit? Kura sent me. Ooh! Damn! Immediately, like as soon as his name was mentioned, he was like, haha, oh, fuck off. He pushes his hair back from his forehead, but it immediately falls right back into place. So it's about work. The bartender pitches a pair of glasses our way. I don't realize how thirsty I am until the cool water touches my lips. I drain the water in a single gulp. Leander takes a deep swing of his beer and lets out a satisfied breath. How can I be of assistance? I need to get to the Cenobium. Cenobium. As soon as the word Cenobium leaves my mouth, the entire bar falls silent. Bloodhounds twist around in their seats to gawk openly. Finally, an especially drunk one speaks up. The hell are you bringing up the Cenobian in here? Throw him out! This is Bloodhound territory! The vitriol catches me off guard. From the angry looks thrown my way, it's clear I've broken some unspoken rule just by mentioning the Cenobium. When I glance at Leander, he's drinking, as though he hasn't noticed the uproar. Only when he catches me looking does he lower his glass. For the love of... He drags a hand down his face. Hey, keep it down, will you? This is business. I tense, expecting an argument, but the outspoken bloodhounds silently return to their drinks. Only a handful continue to watch me wearily. Sorry about them. The Cenobian's a bit of a touchy subject in these parts. Mix in enough drinks and, well, you saw. How about we continue this outside? When I give him a terse nod, he pushes away from the bar counter. I follow Leander to an alleyway tucked behind the wet wick where layers of frayed bloodhounds posters have been plastered to the walls. Seeing them side by side, the resemblance between Leander and his likeness on the posters is impressive. Kuras didn't send you here for help with the Cenobian, did he? From the look he gives, he already knows the answer. I glance away. No, he didn't. He suggested I find an alternative. Yet here you are, asking about them anyway. What do you need the Cenobian for? I don't want to tell him about my curse. The less people know about my capabilities, the better. Thankfully, Leander takes my reluctant silence as an answer. Well, I see you're already aware of the city's currency. Information's worth is weight in gold here. Kuras told you the truth. The Cenobian's dangerous. Get on their bad side and they'll imprison you if you're lucky, or torture you if you're not. But the Cenobian's supposed to be a place of learning, a sanctuary. The Cenobian has always been heralded as the last bastion of human knowledge, a shining beacon of hope in a world steeped in nightmares. If any place held answers, it would be the Cenobian. That's why I came here. That's what they want you to think. But things that seem too good to be true are often just that. Such a simple statement, and yet it leaves me reeling. If it's true, if I staked everything on a lie, then what now? Leander clears his throat. But as I always say, there's solutions to every problem and alternatives to every solution. He claps his hands and turns to me with a brilliant smile. That's why Kuros pointed you to the bloodhounds. Let us help you. Whether it's hunting soulless, finding people, or recovering stolen valuables, we can do it all, and free of charge. I'm shaking my head before he's even finished his practice speech. My patience is wearing dangerously thin. Listen, I appreciate the offer, but my problem can't be solved by a group of good Samaritans. To my chagrin, Leander nods slowly. Then your problem must be fairly serious, and if the Sonovian is your first choice, you're searching for a magical solution, aren't you? When my eyes widen, he nods along, as though he suspected all along. I'd be happy to help you out, that is, if you'll tell me what ails you. Leander might not work at Sonovian, but he is a mage, and a powerful one at that, if his demonstration earlier is any indication. I'm silent, plagued by indecision. I don't know if I can trust him, but it's not like I have any alternatives. I hate to admit it, but this could be my only path forward. My confession comes out in a pained whisper. I'm cursed. Cursed? Oh, now I'm very curious. What kind of curse? Something ancestral or more recent? He looks me up and down, taking in my face, my eyes, and finally my hands. It's your hands, isn't it? I wait until I'm certain my voice will remain steady before answering. My touch is dangerous. It changes people, hurts them. Before I've even finished, Leander begins taking his glove off. He tugs his left hand free and flexes his finger. Let's see it. He offers me his hand, and a prismatic flash of magic ripples across his palm. But I'm already striking backwards. I can't. I don't care how confident Leander is, I can't bring myself to hurt him, to see his kind face twist into a mask of madness. Believe me, this isn't an ordinary curse. I'll be fine. Perhaps where you came from, your afflictions were strange and one of a kind. But spend a year in this city, you'll see 1,000 curses and thrice as many curses. Do you really think Kuros would send you here if I couldn't handle it? How should I know? I only met him today. I'm as good as any mage in the Cenobia. Better, even, if they can help. So can I. You don't know what you're asking me. I'm asking you to trust me. I look from Leander's outstretched hand to his confident smile. Then, with a short breath, I begin unwinding the bandages from my hand. Fine, but if you lose control, don't say I didn't warn you. You can tie me up first if it makes you feel better. With each joint I expose, I grow more and more certain that this is a terrible idea. Ready when you are. If he's bothered by the way my hand looks, he doesn't show it. My fingers hover shakily over his palm. 3, 2, 1. Touch it. I tap his palm once, as quickly as possible. It's barely more than a brush, but that's all it ever takes. When I look at his face, expecting to see the worst, Leander only grins. See? It can't be. This time, when I reach out to touch Leander's palm again, he catches my wrist before I can pull away. I told you, there's really nothing to worry about. He's blushing because I grabbed his hand. Oh my gosh! My guy is so easily flustered. I love a guy I can fucking tease. He trails off and my thumb brushes the soft skin of his inner wrist. I search Leander's face for traces of madness, but his eyes remain a clear, soft green. Oh, he's still blushing. Color rises in his cheeks, but he remains still except for the subtle bobbing of his throat. Oh, he's trying so hard to hold back, bro. ... Neither of us speak as I trace the contours of Leander's palm, lost in an awareness I wasn't prepared for. I've been with other people, kissed them, been embraced by them, and more, but not like this. My fingers, long deprived of years of bandaging, pick up every single detail. The grooves of his palm, the smooth shell of his nails, the pulse of his heart. Ooh, damn, I'm feeling this bitch up! My guy! Damn! For as long as I've lived, I've never been able to hold someone's hand, not without dire consequences. I never realized what I was missing until this moment. While Leander's pulse is steady, mine is hammering as fear gives way to excitement. Shit, I'm excited. I'm gonna keep touching him. My hands glide over Leander's wrist and up his forearm where smooth skin abruptly gives way to the raised scar by the edge of his sleeve. It matches the one that runs from his collar to cheekbone. Could it be the same wound? I glance at Leander's face and his lips part as he considers his words before speaking. Am I the first person you've been able to touch like this? My hand goes still on his arm. So far. Still, he's so happy. I'll admit your touch does make it somewhat difficult to stay level-headed, but not due to your power. Okay, Leander is my favorite so far. I'm not gonna lie. I love an easily flustered guy and dating sim games that I can fucking tease. Oh my god. Fuck! Oh god, okay. I'm calm. I am good. I will bring my horniness down. He takes my hand. His soft green eyes flick to mine before he turns it to inspect the gold fissures crisscrossing my knuckles. Look, we match. Oh, he's so fucking cute. He points at a gold pin on his coat collar and I give him a small smile. That is so fucking cute. He is adorable. I draw my hand back and take a steadying breath. My head feels as though it's stuffed with cotton. Habit alone guides me through the motions of rewrapping my hand, although my fingers tremble too much for the bandages to lie flat. I can't believe that worked. May I ask your name? I'm Corey. You were right to hide this from me, Corey. That curse of yours? It's unlike anything I've ever dealt with. I can tell you're discreet, but you'd best not go showing that off to anyone else. I didn't plan on it. Are you staying in Lowtown? I paused. Room and board was something I hadn't yet considered. I don't know. Let's get you properly settled then. He's so fucking cute. The wet wig is noticeably quieter without their leader. Most of the bloodhounds have dispersed, or in a few cases, fallen asleep beside their drinks. Excuse me. Got any rooms left, or did my lot grab them all to sleep it off? The bartender, who I now realize doubles as an innkeeper, slides a key onto the counter. You know I always keep the corner room open for your escapades. Ooh, look, I don't mind being his escapade. Damn. Let me not. Leander's laugh sounds slightly strained. Bro is a playboy, and honestly, I'm here for that. I'm not gonna lie. And I always appreciate it, but you're mistaken. This is just for my friend Corey. Sure. Stay as long as you like. You two have fun. Escapades, huh? Leander clears his throat, then holds the key out to me. But I hesitate. My coin purse barely holds enough for a day's worth of meals, let alone a room. How much do I owe you? Nothing. Bloodhound rates. My treat, since you shared your secret. Food, drink, a warm bed, anything you need. Carefully, I take the key from him. It's small, but weighs heavy in my palm. I never expected to have a warm bed in Iridia, let alone free meals. Thank you. Go explore it, Corey. You'll find many roads in Iridia, each leading to different answers. But if you need a reprieve from what haunts you, come find me. Just be careful. I nod, taking one last look at the gleaming bronze key before tucking it into the pocket of my cloak for safekeeping. Leander gives me one last friendly wave before I depart. Damn, he's fine. He's so fucking hot. Oh my god. The air clings, sodden and heavy. Without the morning crowd, the sunless streets look barren and bleak. Even the peddlers are long gone. Only a pair of crows remain quibbling over stale crusts in a gutter. I feel a ridiculous pang of envy. At least they've got reason to fight. Never felt so lost. Chorus and Leander both made it clear that the Cenobian can't be trusted. But I came so far, endured so much, and in the end, it didn't even matter. In the end, didn't matter. I need to see the Cenobian for myself, if only to satisfy my curiosity. Should have asked someone at the bar for directions before leaving. Oh no, I don't like this. I'm about to turn back when a shadow passes over me. Cloud, I think, until a puff of hot breath tickles the back of my neck. The shadow runs down the street in riverlets. Formless dark spreads like ink into bottled shapes. Claws stretch, a muzzle splits open to reveal long, jagged teeth. A growl rumbles so low I feel it. Bleh. I want to run, to scream, but I feel trapped, as though the slightest movement or a single breath will snap the jaws around me shut. No, I won't let it end like this. If I'm going to die, I want to see what got me first. I steel myself, then turn. Oh my goodness. Okay, I had to bring my cat Gypsy in. Give me a moment. Here. Get over here, you hoe. My fucking god. You are so annoying. But you're so fucking cute. Cute aggression. Cute aggression. There we go. The shadow vanishes as quickly as it came. I'm left standing in the middle of the street, alone except for a figure reclining in the shade of a nearby stoop. So fucking cute. He ain't really my type, but damn, he's fine. And now I have a fat cat on me. A monster. That much is clear from a glance. Well, no, Gypsy! God fucking damn it. Hang on. Wait, no. There we go. Oh my fucking gods. Alrighty. Nearby stoop. Alright, yeah. He is fine. He's cute. He's handsome. I'll give him that. He isn't my type, though. I don't know. A monster. That much is clear from a glance. One that could nearly be mistaken for human were it not for the tough ears, the tail curled around his ankle, or the dusk pink eyes with pupils that sharpen like needles when they fall on me. Our eyes meet, and the monster uncrosses his long legs. His hair gleams a shade of red that reminds me unsettlingly of blood where it curls around his collared throat. Jumpy, aren't you? Alright, shit. Let me see what you got, bitch. Bow, chicka, bow, wow, chicka, bow, wow. His tone is so light and carefree that I glance over my shoulder to make sure he's speaking to me. Oh, fuck, hang on. I accidentally went back. When I look back, the stranger props his chin on his knuckles and regards me with an inscrutable little smile. Didn't you see that shadow just now? It was massive, moved like a beast. Even as I speak, I'm aware of how ridiculous I must sound, but the stranger's smile doesn't falter. The only beasts I've seen are the Wicks drooling regulars, though this did catch my eye. Bitch! Oh, I don't like that shit. Nah, I don't like that shit. You stealing my shit, bitch? Nah. With a flourish of his hand, my in-room key appears dangling from his finger. It turns on its chain, glittering when it catches the light. My hands fly to my cloak's pockets, and, sure enough, find them flat. Hi, JP. My God, you're so fucking cute. He crooks his finger, beckoning. I've already taken 2 steps forward before some stifled instinct stops me. Something feels wrong. I'm still on the edge, thrumming with so much adrenaline that the stranger's shadow flickers at the edge of my vision. I always attract the worst kind of attention, but I can't get rattled now. Did you find it? How'd you even find it? The key, I mean. What can I say? I'm a sucker for shiny things. He smiles wide enough to reveal pointed canines. I saw you drop it. You really should be more careful. city like this, somebody might take advantage. A bald-faced lie said without a hint of irony. I can't figure out. Oh my god, you're so poofy, Gypsy! My cat Gypsy wants so badly to get my attention. She is purring like a madman, but she's also moving onto like the keyboards and stuff, and I cannot do that, or at least not right now. Right. Is that what you want? Is the black thing you want what you want? You want to go up here? Yeah, I knew it. You're so cute and stupid. I love you. You're so fucking cute and stupid. Alrighty. No, that's coffee. A bald-faced lie said without a hint of irony. I can't figure out how he picked my pockets under my nose, but I'm certain he took my key, and I need it back. I approached the man, careful to make an arm's length away. He doesn't look dangerous, but the most deadly ones never do. Yup. Well fucking said, bitch. Oh my god, not his ear twitching. Oh my gosh. The stranger's chain softly clicks with the tilt of his head. His ear flicks. Keeping your distance? I'd be stupid to trust you. You think I stole your dinky little key from all the way over here? He gives an exaggerated sigh. I'm good with my hands, but not that good. Oh, damn. Alright, bitch. Do I really look like a common thief to you? ... He's got me there. The sheer fabric of his sleeves alone would be too expensive for most street thieves. Hell, his shoes look like they cost more than I spent traveling here. And then there's the shop behind him. No matter the city, parted pink curtains only ever mean one thing. I'm not looking to buy, and I doubt I could afford your services anyway. Oh, look at his ear perk up. Luckily for you, I don't charge. Oh, shit, bitch. The man runs the tip of his tongue over a fang, and for the first time since I stepped into that shadow, I feel something other than dread. Ooh, horniness. That's what we feel, guys. That is exactly what we felt. Horniness. My face grows hot. Are you sure it's just your face, bitch? That's not what I meant. I'm flattered, really. Were sex my trade, I might make an exception for you. How about half off for a handy, or you can just hand over my key. Act nicely, and I might even let you tug my tail. Just throw it here. So some spindly little street urchin can snatch it and run. He raises my key and tilts his head so he can watch it dangle back and forth. I suppose I could just claim your room for myself. Not that I'd be caught dead slumming in the wick with the rest of those slack-jaw imbeciles. You're obviously not from around here, so tell me, traveler, what misfortune brought you to this wretched place? His voice practically drips with derision. I'm not telling you anything. What could have possibly drawn you to this dreary little pig pen, I wonder? He listlessly watches the arc of my key swinging around his finger. The weather's shit, the food's dreck, and there's entirely too many monsters for a human to feel safe. Unless... Dagger's sharp eyes flick towards me. They gleam with amusement. Unless you're just dying to consort with monsters. By now, my embarrassment has worn away, leaving simmering impatience in its place. If this is a shakedown, the most frustrating one I've ever heard of. It's the most frustrating one I've ever heard of. I'm a flirt back. How'd you know that I spent all my money, starved, and nearly died in the swamp just so I could crawl into bed with the first thirsty monster I saw? That earns me a burst of breathy laughter. He gazes at me under his dark lashes. Aren't you funny? Could you be any more obvious? I have been told subtlety's not my strength. So your place or mine? Oh, I invite you if I had my key. Ooh, damn. If only I had my key, then I might be able to invite you up. His languid gaze glides from me to the key in his hand and back. Come, take my hand and we'll go together. The more he flirts, the more convinced I become that this is some kind of trap. No matter how innocent monsters look, they always have tricks up their sleeves. And something tells me that this one's more dangerous than he lets on, even if he has a lovely laugh. I don't know what you want or why you're messing with me, but I'm not coming any closer until I know you aren't going to attack or bite. I won't bite hard unless you beg me. Let me not. Okay, look. He's not my type, but the way he talks is my type, right? No matter what I say, he finds a way to twist my words into Enudion, or whatever the word that is. Even when I'm silent, he goes on as though we're having a conversation, not a standoff. Do you like dancing? There's a traveling troupe performing in Hightown tonight. Their lustiest is utterly exquisite. Truly a performance to die for. There's life in this dreadful place if you know where to look. You sound like you know the city well. The man's gaze flickers from me to the key dangling from his finger. Naturally, this dump was little more than a miserable little smear when I first arrived. Hightown, Lowtown, I know Iridia like the back of my hand. What about the Cenobium? Do you know where that is? Oh, his smile vanishes. Damn, surely you've seen it. That absurdly large tower looming over the rest. It's a little hard to miss. He must mean that spire I noticed when I first caught sight of Iridia. The Cenobium's overrated. Forget about it. I can show you things those stuffy boars and their limp dick tower couldn't even dream of. Oh man, I like this guy. I like him. I've already got plans. Oh? Have you some pressing matters at the Cenobium? Lunch dates with librarians? Tea time with the most esteemed abbess? That's my business. What's the matter to you? I square my shoulders and the amusement bleeds out of him. Your loss. The stranger, finally bored of his teeniest game, extends his hand towards me. The key rests on his palm, neatly dividing skin and leather. When he makes no other move, I reach for the key, but as soon as my fingers graze smooth brass, his hand sprung shut around my elbow. Oh, hey! Hi, Athena. He yanks me down and I stagger, my soul slipping on the steps. For a sick moment, I fear my bandages will unravel under his touch, but he's careful not to disturb them even as his fingers dig into my arm. I knew I smelled blood. You reek of death in the road. Oh, damn. Damn. Hi, Athena. Damn. So, he's not my type, but the way he speaks is my type. Nah, look, he either wants me or he's about to kill me. Either way, he wants me. And that fucking doctor. Oh! Okay, so him and the doctor do not get a fucking along. Got it. Bet. His voice, once silken, lowers to a smoky growl. The shadows around him seethe and boil as he pulls me closer. And something else. He murmurs against my throat, nose grazing my jaw. Oh, damn, bitch. Why are you trying to get me all hot and bothered? Let go. I try to twist away, but he doesn't budge. His breath trails down my neck, sending a thrill of dread through me. Are you sure it's thread, bitch? Are you sure? Are you sure about that? Bet. Okay, let them fight for you, but they fight. Yo, facts, Athena, facts. But just when I fear he'll bite, he takes a deep whiff instead. His wide, flat eyes gleam with naked hunger as he gazes up at me. Not quite human, not quite monster. Seems we're both. Vieri! The stranger's ears flatten and he releases me with a short breath. I yank my arm back, massaging it where his grip left grooves in the bandages. The stranger twists around to watch a woman duck out from the curtains behind him. Her pressed uniform marks her as a cleric of the Cenobium. I leave you for all of 10 minutes and you're making trouble again? Will you quit harassing the tourists? Scolding clear. The stranger, Vieri, I take it, rolls his eyes and flashes the cleric a withering smile. So suspicious. Can't you see this is a friend of mine? A natural liar. He grins at me and his tail swishes minutely. The woman purses her lips at me, clearly unconvinced. I open my mouth to correct him, but Viri cuts in. I was graciously offering my dear friend some free advice. Though his voice remains light and cheerful, his expression darkens. Danger is drawn to you like a moth to flame. It will always find you given time. The woman clucks her tongue as though she's heard this recital 102 times. Word of advice: don't take free advice from lazy foxes lounging in the streets. This crook would sell water to a drowning man for the sheer enjoyment of it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of into that. That's literally some chaos me shit. She shrugs off a wilting look from Viri. Oh, please. Any friend of yours knows it's true. Now hold still. Viri rises gracefully at her approach. He pushes his hair aside so it drapes over one shoulder, exposing the long line of his neck. And suddenly, it dawns on me that the jingling I heard earlier wasn't coming from the harness attached to his collar, but a leash. A heavy iron chain wound around a hitching post and padlocked to the back of his collar. Vieri posed deliberately to hide his leash from me. The woman produces a key ring from her pocket. She rifles through a dozen identical keys before selecting one and slotting it into the lock. Come on, unless your friend's tagging along on our merry little soulless hunt. They're hunting for solace inside the city? Words momentarily fail me. The woman regards me with a polite, if tight, smile before marching down the stairs. Vieri lingers. He stretches his arm over his head with a yawn, and I try not to stare at the way his stomach flattens when he arches his back. Look. Horny. Like the bitch reading this, not me. The person that's like, I am being horny for this guy, alright? Like, damn, he hot. Your little secret's safe with me. Try not to get yourself killed. Vidi hops off the stoop and bounds after the woman. His tail sways merrily, as though he hadn't just lied and threatened me. Did you try that thing I mentioned? The Lobnation knot? That the one where you take 3 fingers in? Actually, don't tell me. Knowing you, it's disgusting. Well, he's definitely nothing. Yo, literally. Oh my gosh. Viri's airy laughter echoes down the street. It's only after he and the cleric have vanished from sight that I realize I'm still missing something. Wait. Reflectively, I shove my hands into my pockets and find it. The room key. I knew he put it in there. Like, at the end of this, I knew he put it in there. I pull it out of my pocket and raise it to the light just to be sure. Shit's sake. I'll fucking dare you, ho. Stop that. No. Waka waka waka. Excuse me. A nagging feeling distracts from my relief. I don't know what Vieri's game was, or what he wanted from me. All I know for certain is that the Cenobium saw fit to leash him. A fate I could share, if that's what his vague warning meant. I let my eyes drift skyward, past the lanterns gently swaying in the breeze to the Cenobium faintly visible through the haze. Just one glimpse is all I need. Then I can put this all behind me. This time, the key goes into my coin purse for safekeeping. Oh, trust me, that shit's not gonna be safekeeping. That's just me. Wait, hang on, what? Okay, alright, never mind. It's easy enough to follow the sluggish river that splits Iridia in two. A colossal bridge arcs over the dark water below. I cross as quickly as I can, climbing every uphill towards the distant tower. Hours later, legs aching, sweat beading on my forehead, I finally find what I was searching for, the cenobium of the luminous void. It stands at the highest point of Iridia, surrounded by cold white walls. Well-dressed people stroll down the walkways, paying no attention to the massive tower in their midst. I'm the only one standing before the gates. I crane my neck up and up until the top of the Cenobium tower disappears into the clouds overhead. My stomach gives an uneasy lurch. Though far grander than the humble shrine of my youth, the Cenobium gives the same impression of being a glided birdcage. Knocking seems like a terrible idea, but I don't see any other way of making my presence known. I'm halfway up the steps when something moves in my peripheral vision. Oh, okay. Sexy motherfucker, let's go. Okay, let me stop. Ah! A shadowy figure crouches beneath one of the white walls. They reach out and tug on a vine as if testing its strength. Oi, you there! The shadow vanishes as quickly as I spotted it, and a gaunt-faced man in a crisp charcoal uniform marches up the steps towards me. Ugh, another tourist. Get out of here once you're done gawking. A dismissive wave accompanies his equally dismissive words, and he turns on his heel without even waiting for an answer from me. I look back at where I saw the intruder, but there's nothing. Just the leaves blowing gently in a cool breeze. Damn! Why is it taking fucking forever? Alright, let's go. Finally. I step away from the gates, hopelessness washing over me. Hello. A whisper so close I can feel the warm brush of breath on my skin. I instinctively jerk away, but there's no one beside me. Halfway down the staircase, I spot a woman swaying in the breeze. She's gaunt as a rail, her blouse moth-eaten. I'm unable to take my eyes off her, not because of the way she smiles a little too widely, or the way her tousled braids look unbrushed for days, but because her eyes shine a vibrant, unnatural crimson. Oh shit! I don't like the way this shit is worded red. I'm both entranced and unsettled by their subtle glow. These days, you need a miracle to get in there. I'm unsure how to respond, or if I even should. Her gaze is uncomfortably fixed on me, heavy as lead. Say nothing. After the experience I've just had, I'm not too keen on indulging strangers with small talk. Despite my silence, she maintains her unflinching stare and smile. Lucky for you, I have miracles for free. Whatever she's selling, I'm not interested. My words come out in a tired breath. No thanks. I start down the stairs, but she abruptly steps into my path. She turns her back to me, and before I can react, she slips her fingers under the lacing of her collar, stripping out of her blouse in broad daylight. What are you doing? As worn fabric unveils bare skin, my panic is smothered by cold horror. A mishap. Sunken scar carved into the woman's body. Pitted, garnered skin snakes down her shoulders, blooming from a gaping hole in the back of her neck. A shuddering breath escapes me. The fuck? Whatever disease this woman had ate away at her from the inside out? How is she able to move or breathe? It's impossible. She shouldn't be alive, and yet the power to cure anything can be yours too. The power of the sea spring. The woman slides back into her blouse and deftly laces it up. If I've caught your interest, then follow me. It's only a short walk away. Without another glance, she leisurely strolls down the Cenobian stairs, loose braids bobbing behind her. The edge of her scar peeks out from under her collar. I stand there, wordless, until I manage to regain my bearings. It's a twisted miracle, but a miracle nonetheless. This could be the stupidest decision in my life. What choice do I have? I take a final look at the Cenobium's shut gates, then follow her down the steps. We descended from the higher streets, leaving behind their glided decadence as we crossed the river. The wet, derelict districts feel more familiar to me, but the crimson-eyed woman takes me farther, then farther still, until I'm met with an all too familiar sight. My gut lurches when I face the open horizon. The city's outskirts are hardly recognizable in daylight, and probably safer for it. But venturing beyond Iridia's walls is a gamble I wasn't prepared to take so soon. Keep going straight, and the sea spring will reveal itself to you. Work out a bitter laugh, loud and involuntarily. This is a setup. This has to be a setup. As soon as I step out there, some friends of yours will ambush and mug me. If I wanted something from you, I would already have it. She says it so lightly, I almost believe her, even if she looks as physically capable as a toothpick. You're as safe inside the city as outside of it. Truthfully, the territory before you is the safest of all. What do you mean, territory? This region belongs to Ace. Athena, you don't understand. I just got chills. I saw one look at the motherfucking name Ice, and instantly I was like, gimme him. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Oh my god, yo. Ah. Damn. Alright. I know nothing about these people other than their face. And I left a lasting impression on me. Alright. Most people know him as a gang leader, but he's much more than that. I squint against the empty wasteland. Only a fool, someone with nothing to lose, would leave the city. Apparently, I'm both. But if this sea spring cured her, I need to see what it can do for me. Set off into the waste. Over my shoulder, the woman calls after me. Good luck, Corey. I hope we meet again. How does she know my name? What the fuck? My heart pounds with each step I take from civilization. It doesn't take me long to realize it's not the only heartbeat I hear. Like a nagging thought at the back of my mind, I can sense another pulse thrumming through the earth beneath my feet. I felt this presence before, when I first stepped out of Kura's clinic, a living dread coursing underneath the city. Only this time, I'm getting closer to it. For what seems like an eternity, I force each foot forward, one step, then another, until a realization hits me. I never told the woman my name. Same bitch. Literally, that would have been my first thought, like, excuse fucking you? Something pierces the horizon ahead of me. A building, nestled into a tall cliffside, but so starkly out of place it might as well be a hallucination. It drips with extravagance and honey-eyed mahogany, an ornate jewel of architecture. A row of dark silhouettes stand out on the horizon. Sorry, taking a drink break. Trees, I think, until I'm close enough to realize that what I mistook for branches were spikes and jutting tendrils. Soulless. Several of them watch me in the distance like statues. I don't think, I just run, exploding into a messy sprint. I push my legs as fast as they'll take me towards the decorated building. Flashes of last night chase me. The gushes of blood and screams of death, the smell of burning flesh and sour bile. I can't go through that again. I won't. The next thing I know, I'm dashing up wooden stairs and crashing through towering double doors. Damn, what a way to make an entrance. A gasp for air, my lungs burning from exertion. I'm desperate to be safe, but when I process my surroundings, it's more hellscape than sanctuary. Blood flows all around me, overwhelming my vision with a lurid, unholy red. Instinctively, my hand leaps to my mouth, but the rotten stench of blood never comes. Instead, a smoky scent hangs in the air, sharp and spiced. I swallow thickly, convincing myself that it's not as gruesome as it appears. This has to be the sea spring, the place that grants miracles. Pulling my eyes away from the pool, I take in the rest of my environment. Tall pillars flank me, blanketed in written notes. Seating pillows scatter the floor. A rustic kettle sits nearby. Someone must live here, despite how eerily empty it is. I'm gonna stay silent. I approach the paper-covered pillars. Maybe something here can tell me more. I reach for... The topmost. I reach for a note that's higher up. It reads, "No one will read this, but it's not for anyone else. This is evidence I existed in this rotten, grim world. Even so, I wish I could have stayed longer. But Bog Girl will be lonely without me. I should have told her how I... The rest is scratched out. I wonder who wrote this." Before I can ponder it further, a sharp chill runs down my spine. Something's watching me. I quickly set the note back, my eyes darting around the wooden deck, but it's still empty, vacant. Finally, I look towards the sea spring. That stillness hides something deeper, something wrong, something familiar. It's watching me. Hey. I spin around and come face to face with a pack of soulless. They chitter and growl, tendrils and spikes flaring threateningly, all different sizes and species but sharing one identical trait: glowing crimson eyes. I try to back away, but my heel tetters over the sea spring. I'm cornered. "Watch your step, it's deeper than it looks." That voice again. At the sound of it, the soulless freeze, their snarls quieting. Athena, look, already we only get a chest, but damn! I need it. I will reserve what I'm about to say till after his face is revealed. Oh my gosh. I search for the voice's source and find it above me, lounging in the rafters. The fucking screech I just did. I'm so upset that this mic doesn't pick up everything like my headphone mic does, because you be semi-deaf with me going, "Go!" You look lost, little sparrow. Oh, his gaze is a violent crimson, one that sears through me, leaves me feeling raw and exposed. They're the same eyes I've seen over and over. First with the scarred woman, now with the soulless circling me, all bound by the sea spring's blood red. Excuse me. And the shroud of darkness behind him, shapes like massive tentacles twist and coil around the wooden beam. Oh! He has tentacles, you say? No, let me stop. I can't focus. The soulless's growls ring in my ears. They're not advancing, but that could change at any second. Panic rises in my throat and I struggle to track them. Hey! Eyes on me. Oh. Yes, sir! Ah! Like, do you need me on my knees? Because, bitch, I will. Sir, you want me to look up looking down or what? Let me stop. My stomach rolls as I tear my eyes away from the soulless. Don't ignore someone who's talking to you. It's not polite. For a moment, anger knocks my fear aside. Who is this bastard? I'm distracted. I'm kind of distracted by the soulless about to maul me. Only on my command. I scan the soulless again. They really aren't attacking. Posturing, bleh, more than anything. You tame them? Power of the sea spring. They're hungry, so they might bite. You could give me a reason to stop them. How about I didn't do anything wrong? Trespassing? and that's punishable by death? He gives a non-committal shrug. I love this guy so fucking much. Expecting mercy was your first mistake. My voice stops in my throat. This man's terse coolness is both infuriating and terrifying. I rack my brain for a way to diffuse the situation. Tell me what you want. I'm not in the mood for guessing games. Your hands. Alarm jolts through me. I hide my hands under my cloak. Show me. Ooh, why? Won't ask twice. With a sharp huff, I reluctantly hold out my bandaged hands. Are you getting off on this? Yo, that's some me shit. You getting off on this bitch? Ah. Unwrap them. Look. Yes, daddy. Sir. Yes, sir. Ah, shit. Heat rushes to my face and fire to my tongue. Look, not to my tongue, it's to somewhere else. Let me fucking snap. Ha! Anyways, I should give him a piece of my mind, but not when his soulless are one command from ripping me to shreds. Yet no matter how much I will myself to move, my body is frozen in place. I stand there for a long, agonizing minute. My hands are trembling when I finally raise them. I know the skin beneath the wrappings all too well. The hideous, unnatural flesh I've grown to despise. I grip the edge of the bandages. Stop. With a weary sigh, the man slides off the beam and lands with a thud that shakes the panels underfoot. Oh, he's so fucking fine. Like, give me him. Oh my God. Get me, sir. He's a monster with an imposing figure that towers over me. I couldn't tell how tall he was before, but he's big, illuminated by lantern light. His features are stronger, sharper. Subtle clicks of metal accompany each of his footsteps. The closer he gets to me, the faster my heart hitches. What does he want? Is he going to kill me? I step backwards and find nothing to set my foot on. I'd forgotten my back was to the sea spray. I fall right before a warm hand catches my lower back. Yes, sir! I'm hovering above the sea spring, the scent of smoke and leather enveloping me. Blazing crimson eyes bore into my... Look, yes, give me... fuck yes. Told you to watch your step. I'm too stunned to muster a response. Like I weigh nothing, he guides me back to solid ground and stepped back. Following a subtle gesture from his fingers, the souls around us disperse and relax. The shift in the demeanor is so abrupt it gives me whiplash. I'm going to save my comments for later. That's all you gotta know. The enormous tentacles are no longer in the rafters, though now I doubt I ever saw them at all. Either way, I exhale a breath of relief. Thanks. As focused on me as he was before, the monster pays no attention to me now. He kicks some seating pillows out of the walkways, checks the contents of the kettle with a scowl. The sudden disregard is almost insulting. So that's it? I'm not a threat anymore? Never were one. I fucking knew he was gonna say that bullshit. Then why do you threaten me? People get honest when they're afraid. In other words, he was messing with me. I drag a hand over my face, exhausted by the fact that this is the second time a monster has provoked me today. You're ice, aren't you? Depends who's asking. One of your friends told me this was your territory. She also said you were a gang leader, but there's no one else here. I thought there'd be more people. Ice picked up the kettle and walked to the edge of the sea spring, then dumped out the contents into the endless red. Gang took a walk. This motherfucker, look at that face. His pleasant smile stretches across his face, ear to ear. Then, in an instant, it drops.
I get the sense that I shouldn't ask about his gang again. What do you need the sea spring's power for? Depends. Can it cure a curse? Probably. You mean you don't know? Nope. He shakes out the empty kettle and starts collecting stray cups, tidying up. My frustration builds. I narrow my eyes at him in a questioning glare. When he notices, he returns it with an amused smirk. I fucking love this asshole. Are you being irritating on purpose? Listen, Sparrow, the sea spring can cure anything. Nothing's stopping you from trying it yourself. What do I have to do? Drink. I have to drink from the sea spring? My eyes glide to the blood-like pool beside me. The idea of ingesting the strange liquid makes my guts churn. Is there a price? Always. Ice taps his temple with a finger. You lose it a little bit. That's it. Might have already beat it to the punch. His smile, I love it. My humor earns me an amused, fanged grin. Yes. This is a little different. When you drink from the sea spring, you forget who you are. Your mind combines with everyone who ever drank before. Humans, monsters, soulless. One big, happy family in your head. My blood runs cold. I've heard of these before. Group minds. My attendants used to tell me that my power granted people access to a higher plane of understanding. A group mind of my own making. All lies. Something tells me this is real, even if one thing doesn't add up. Your eyes are red too, but you obviously haven't forgotten who you are. Before I can finish my sentence, Ace strides past me towards the entrance. Time's up. Let's finish this later. Wait, already? You barely told me anything! Came on a bad day. I've got somewhere to be. There are still so many questions burning on the tip of my tongue, but my frustration spills out before any of them. I was told to come here for help, but instead I get threatened and kicked out. You're joking, right? Watch your tone. I'm nice, but you don't want to ruin the host's mood. My skin prickles. The feeling of being watched washes over me again. My eyes dart back over to the sea spray. A lone ripple dances on the quiet surface. I take Ice's advice and clamp my mouth shut. Ice approaches a nearby Solus, a lanky, dog-like one with 6 legs and a crown of tendrils. Several sets of crimson eyes adorn its sides. Its forked tail wags rapidly when Ace squats beside it. He runs his fingers through the tendrils, scratches its chin, and pats its head. That is adorable. It's basically a dog. It's like, hey, yo, can I pet that dog? Fucking God, okay. He runs his fingers through the tendrils, scratches its forked tail wags rapidly when Ice squats beside it. He runs his fingers through the tendril, scratches its chin, and pats its head. It is a dog! It is a dog! Look at his weird smile to the dog. Oh, so fucking cute! A gentle smile plays across Ice's lips. The affection he holds for the Solus is painfully clear. One moment. Sorry. Gypsy, you're so fucking cute, you know that? You're so fucking cute. About chicka bow wow, chicka bow wow. Alright, I am definitely gonna need to do my dailies when I come back to this shit. Alrighty. Ugh. I dip my eyes away, my stomach fluttering at the tender sight. Oh, he's so fucking cute. It's getting dark out, so this pretty girl will guide you back. Oh. Following a short whistle from Ace's lips, it trots over to the entrance obediently, tail swaying. I watch the solace wearily. Pretty is not a word I would use to describe it, and the idea of it protecting me sounds absurd. If I decide to drink, how should I find you? Find someone with eyes like mine. They'll point you in the right direction. But think it over. Once you drink, you can't go back. It's a lot to process, but I give a small nod. At least I know I have another option for a cure, as disturbing as it may be. I follow the solace at a measured distance and watch it nudge the giant doors open with ease. When about to cross the threshold, I sneak one last glance behind me. My heart skips when I meet Ace's eyes. Same. Not only my eyes skip a beat, but damn, something else tingles. Let me stop. I'm about to snap my head away, but he just flashes me an easy smile. Till next time, Sparrow, I buy you a drink for scaring you. Oh, that's so fucking cute. Oh, Dipsy. I don't trust myself to do anything but respond with another curt nod. Yo, same, because I would have been saying some other shit like, damn. Outside, more crimson-eyed souls scuttle about. It's hard to believe it's the same threatening pack from before. They chase each other in circles, roll around in the bog's mud. They pay no attention to me as a dog-like one escorts me away. It's an uneventful trip. Sometimes the Solus looks over its shoulder at me to make sure I'm still following. That's actually really fucking cute, I'm not gonna lie. Dusk darkens the sky about the time we reach the city. I can't sense that massive heartbeat anymore. Maybe it was all in my head. The Solus sits and looks at me expectantly with familiar crimson eyes. Pet the Solus. As nervous as I am, I carefully glide my fingers through the Solus's tendrils and scratch behind its chin, just like Ice had. It pushes into my paw in response, rumbling with a sound akin to a purr. The vibrations are soothing, almost healing my fatigue. Oh, that's so fucking cute! It's just a doggo! When it's satisfied, the Solus spins around and scampers back in the direction we came, vanishing into the darkness. It's barely my first day in Iridia, and I've already encountered so many things I thought were impossible, tamed Solus being one of them. My head spins. Maybe I should call it a day. Oh shit, is that it? No, there has to be more. Okay, cool. Yay! Nightfall creeps across the streets of Iridia. The city, labyrinthine, even in daytime, has become a warren of treacherous alleyways. The streets are completely deserted. If I hadn't been here earlier, I would have thought this part of the city is abandoned. I make my way through the winding streets, doing my best to keep my bearing towards the wet wick. My steps slow when I hear rustling in the dark. I strain my ears, but everything is still. Is the silence playing tricks on me? Something is wrong. The fine hairs on the back of my neck prickle, a frisson of discomfort running down my spine. Something is wrong. My eyes dart from one side of the street to the other, searching for movement. But the shadows are as deep and dark as pools of ink, and I see nothing. I can't stay here. I need to reach a busier part of the city. Drawing my cloak tight around my body, I hurry on my way. Though I keep my eyes sharp and listen intently, there's only the sound of my own footsteps. As the moments pass and nothing happens, I begin to wonder, Maybe I really did imagine that noise. I turn the next corner and my thoughts come screaming to a halt. My head spins, the world blurring as adrenaline rushes through my veins. Only one thing is clear amidst the haze. The soulless that attacked the caravan. It's crouched over a dark, indistinct shape, a body. A garland of intestines spills from pallid flesh. Blood routs the cobblestones. For a mercy, the soulless is too distracted by its meal to have noticed me. My feet feel as heavy as stone, but I can't just stand here. Holding my breath, I take a step backwards. When the wet, slurping sounds don't bite, I take another, then another. Then a shard of glass crushes under my heel. Oh no, bitch, you stupid ass. The world seems to slow to a crawl as the soulless raises its head, blood dripping from its tendrils. Every single one of his bulging eyes fixed unblinkingly on me. It's really here. It's come back for me. Ziggy, stop that. You'll be in here in a moment. Stop that. Run. I'm off like a shot, running for my life through the darkened streets. Behind me, damn bitch! Behind me, a piercing bay splits the silence, and heavy footfalls pound after me. My heart thunders in my chest. I take turns at random, trying to lose it in the maze of streets, but I can't seem to shake it. I can hear its breathing now, a wet, fluttering rasp, growing closer and closer. The same claws that severed my arms swipe out. I duck, saved by pure reflex, and skid around a corner. I take 3 running strides before the bottom drops out of my stomach. A wall twice as high as me bars my way, a dead end. When I turn around, the soulless looms in the entry to the alleyway. It's no longer running. It doesn't have to. As it prowls closer, my thoughts race. Some of the buildings lining the streets are lit. There must be people inside. It's a long shot, but try the nearest door. I whirl, grabbing at the handle of the closest door. It turns completely, the hinges creaking as I push, and I feel a flash of hope before a weight hits the door from the other side and it slams shut. The click of the lock turning and grimly final. In this wretched world, few people will stick their neck out to help their own flesh and blood, never mind a stranger. The soulless gives a rasping hiss. It's the only warning I get before it lunges for me with a flash of claws. I hurl myself to the side, but the slick cobblestone betray me. I fall, spiraling over the rough stone. As the soulless looms over me, I scramble away from it until my back hits the wall. There's nowhere left to go. It descends on me for the kill. No! But the impact never comes. Hey, let's go. Who saved me? Who saved my ass? Who was? Oh, we got the other love interest. Let's go. Ah, yes. I wearily crack one eye open, then the other, not sure whether I should believe what I'm seeing. A hooded figure crouches in front of me, one blood-stained hand outstretched. Hey, y'all, let's... Moonlight slivers. The moonlight silvers the edge of their silhouette stiletto knife. Their face and hands are splattered with blood, and the soulless... Oh, man, they're so hot. Fuck. My eyes dart past my unexpected rescuer to the mishappened form behind them. The soulless's many eyes, once restless and vibrant, now look dull and waxy. A red pool spreads slowly from under its body. Numb with shock, I can't help but stare. It's dead. After all the people it's killed. After nearly killing me twice. I can hardly believe it. Well? I gingerly take the offered hand. The stranger's gaze dips to my bandages. Pale lips part on the brink of a question, then close it again. With a strength belying their slight frame, they pull me to my feet. Something about them is strange, unlike any human or monster I've ever met. I can't quite place my finger on why. As soon as I'm on my own 2 feet again, they pull away from me and start wiping the blood from their face and hands. Stay there. They turn away from me stiffly, leaning over the soulless's gangly body. With their back towards me, I realized that I saw their hooded silhouette at the cenobium. Saving. You're at the cenobium. I've seen you before. You were at the cenobium earlier, weren't you? They cast a weary look at me. So what if I was? Their harsh response takes me aback. Before I can formulate a response, they continue. What are you thinking traveling alone at night? This is far from the worst thing haunting Lowtown. I can't make heads or tails of them. First they saved me and now they scold me? Lesson learned. I can do without the lecture though. To my surprise, they break eye contact. Their attention glides back to the Solus' corpse. They examine it with an inscrutable expression. Clear my throat to fill the silence. I'm Corey. Min. Suddenly, Min tenses. Their blade flashes as they drive it into the back of the Solus' neck. The Solus thrashes once, letting out a rattling hiss as the air leaves its lungs. Min leans on the blade, driving it deeper and deeper until it's a sickening crunch, and the creature goes limp. I don't know how I feel about them, actually. Usually I like this type of character, but something about them just isn't screaming at me to fall for them, you know? Which is weird, because I usually, this is literally usually my type. So it's safe to say that I like 3 out of 5 or 6, I think. The doctor, the mage guy, and the basically demon guy. Those are like my top 3 so far. Until there's a sickening crunch and the creature goes limp. My heart thuds in my chest. It must have been clinging to life by a thread. Min straightens up, withdrawing their blade in a single smooth motion. Better to put wretched things like this out of their misery. They calmly clean the blood from their knife. I swallow, my eyes still glued to the cooling corpse. Why is a Solus inside the city? Min looks at me, eyes searching, before realization dawns. You're new here. There's no walls around the city. Solus can come and go as they please, until someone is contracted to stop them. The cenobium's patrols don't bother to protect Lowtown. Not anymore. Let me guess, you're not a fan of the cenobium? I wouldn't go that far. Their brow abruptly furrows, and they sheath their knife, motioning for me to follow them. It's not safe here. The vultures can smell death. I'm not quite sure what they mean, but I don't want to stay lost in this city. I trail behind them as they stride down the street. If it's so dangerous, then why are you helping me? I came for the bounty on that Solus, and you were in the way. Oh, okay, bitch. Not killing you isn't the same as helping you. Don't count on being so lucky again, or you'll be dead by sunrise. Honestly, same. Their answer is stingingly harsh. I just need to find my lodgings. I hold my hands up, trying to forestall any more snippy comments. Alright, I get it. I love to get out of your way, but I'm sort of lost. I just need directions back to my lodgings. What makes you think I'll help you? You've already helped me once tonight. Why not a second time? That seems to catch him off guard. Their brow knits, and they look away, scowling. How troublesome. Corey? Sir! It's a sexy mofo. Hey. Wait. Tugging the hair behind my ears and going, hi. So fucking hot. Let me stop. I turned, surprised by the voice. Kuras walks down the street towards us. His white and gold clothing is pristine, despite the grim of this words are hard, okay? Despite the grime of the city. Hello, Min. I see that Solus was your work. Min shrugs. There's a familiarity to the way they regard each other. You know them, Chorus? You know them, Chorus? Min is a freelancer who has done a few errands for me. They are quite reliable. Unreliable freelancers don't eat. Corey needs to get back to wherever she's staying before she wanders into the jaws of another soulless. It is late. Were you able to find a place to stay, Corey? I'm staying at the Wet Wick. Both their faces fall. I see. Would you like a guide? It might be preferable to wandering about alleyways. That would be nice. Min clicks their tongue and sighs, soundingly mightily put out. Oh, they were hoping to spend a little more time with us. Going to the Amaryllis district, that gaudy cesspit? Come this way. Despite Min's clear distaste, when Kuras leads me down the street, they keep pace with us. Catching my curious glance, Min's eyes narrow. It's not safe to slay. I don't care about you, but Kuras is the only doctor worth a damn in this place. True. You like this with everyone? The deadpan look Min gives me is answer enough. I catch Kuras hiding a slight smile. Oh, he's so fucking cute! Oh my god. Okay, so I think I know the reason why this guy isn't really screaming for me. So far, I haven't seen much personality, and because of that, I'm viewing them as like a sibling sort of bond, where like they're cute and adorable, but I don't like them that kind of way. So, I need time with them, I guess. I suppress a sigh and resign myself to having a grumpy shadow all the way back to the Wet Wick. The route Kuras takes is completely different from my slow meandering earlier in the morning. In no time at all, he cuts through darkened streets and twisting alleys. Meh. It seems like half the city has poured into the Amaryllis district colorful streets. Laughter, clinking glasses, and music assault my ears from every direction. Excuse me. Yet the most noise still comes from the Wet Wick. Its doors hang wide open, lanterns lit. Here we are. He moves towards the door, and Min lets out an audible huff. Don't tell me you're going in. I have some quick business with Leander. Ugh, fine. He still owes me for yesterday's work. They drag their feet, reluctantly trailing me into the tavern. Architectural light, I really wish that I could see them. As soon as the doors open, a wave of sticky heat rolls over me. In the hours since I left, the wick has grown suffocatingly crowded. Kura stands out, easily a head taller than most. Even so, I nearly lose sight of him amid the sea of swarming bodies. Pardon me. The crowd parts as though answering his request. Kuras glances over his shoulder at Min and me before gliding through. How can anyone breathe in here? Min follows Kuras at a clipped pace. Leander is right where I left him. Although he's traded places with the bartender, he holds a pair of shot glasses filled to the brim with luminous green liquid. Ah, sexy way. And now for the finishing touch. A flash of magic paints the glasses white with frost. You're never gonna guess what's in these. Leander slides the glasses across the bar, and I get my third and fourth shocks of the evening in rapid succession. Eyes leans against the bar, an elbow propped on the counter. Hi, daddy. Hi. Like, bitch, I will, if you want me to bark, I will bark for you. Like, god fucking damn. Ah, my heart, I can't handle it. Fuck. Oh, shit. He catches the glasses and lifts one to the light before turning it upside down. The contents magically congealed. Stay firmly in place. You're supposed to make drinks, pretty boy. Don't tell me you're wasted already. Oh my god, his smile! Bro, what is this? They all know each other one way or another. Vieri, perched on the bar's counter beside Eyes, takes a single look at the shot glass and shakes his head. What have we here? A bucket full of boogers? Leander's nose treasures? You've eaten worse. Vieri's lips twitch and his ears flatten when Ace offers him a glass. He turns his cheek with a sniff, and Eyes just snickers. Coward. Yo, literally, I'm fucking Eyes. Don't tell me you're actually. In one fluid motion, Eyes throws back his head and downs the shot. Literally fucking say, fucking coward. I'll do it. Drinking that. A dark look crosses Eyes' face. It's Chewy. No shit, it's Chewy. Chewy. Wait, let me try again. Behind me, Min grumbles. I told you this place was a nest of degenerates. If it isn't Kuras and Min, at the sound of Leander's voice, Min's pale eyes grow wide. They look ready to bolt until Kuras sits a hand on their shoulder. I promise this will not take long. Min's eyes dart from Kuras' hand to his face, then soften. Fine, you first. While they step forward, I linger behind, struck by a sudden revelation. All of the people I've met today know each other. Good evening, Leander. Ice? Another drinking competition, I presume? Ah, so fucking hot. Oh, is it evening already? Could have sworn it was earlier. This drunk-ass motherfucker. Just some friendly rivalry, Doctor. Nothing to be afraid of. Kuras acknowledged Leander and Ice with the slightest nod, ignoring Viri entirely. Not that Viri seems to mind. So, these two are the only two that I don't actually like in terms of, like, I don't know, I guess in terms of looks, in terms of feeling, I guess. Like him, I like the way he say his, I like the way he say his words. But there's just something about him physically I just can't seem to like. I don't know why. Just, it's weird. Alright? It's so fucking weird. He tilts his head and an impish smile curves his lips when he spots Min looming silently behind Kuras. I almost didn't see you there, Min. You looking for your booster seat? Yes, bitch! Go off! Ah! Min pushes back their hood. They level Beauty with a cool look. I thought Ace wasn't allowed to bring his pets in here. Sure! Shit the clap back! Betty's tail gives an angry twitch. Oh my fucking guys. At the first sign of an impending fight, Leander vaults clear over the counter. He slides in between Ice and Kuras. Now, let's try and keep the peace. It's not every day the esteemed doctor takes us up on a drink. His arm snakes around Kuras' shoulders. You are finally taking me up on that drink, right, Kuras? I am afraid not. We were merely escorting Hori back to her lodgings. Kuras gestures in my direction and my stomach sinks. I reluctantly step into the light. As soon as he sees me, Leander's face brightens. Corey, it's been too long. Everyone says Corey, she's new to Iridia. Oh, he's so fucking cute. He's so fucking cute. I can't. I feel 5 pairs of eyes fixed onto me, and suddenly, the bar feels suffocatingly small. My voice nearly catches in my throat. We've already met. Actually, I've already met everyone. You've already met? His face. Eyes and Viri level me with subtly amused expressions. Viri's tail gives a lazy wag. We did, not that long ago either. I'm starting to suspect she's stalking me. This motherfucker. Only if you allow it, and even if not, it'll be at a distance, respectfully. He looks far too pleased with himself when I rolled my eyes. Sorry. This calls for drinks. What does everyone want? In an instant, all eyes turn to Leander, freeing me from the burden of attention. I still can't believe they all know each other. Watching them talk amongst themselves feels surreal. But for the first time since I undertook the journey to Iridia, I feel a faint glimmer of hope. I think. No. I know I was meant to meet them. The low, pleasant rumble of Leander's laughter pulls me from my restless thoughts. Ha! Well, color me surprised. You make friends fast, Corey. I wouldn't go that far. We're more like acquaintances? A wise man once said that acquaintances are merely friends you haven't shared a drink with yet. I like this guy so fucking much. A wise man? You said that here last week. I can hear Min's lip curl with distaste from across the bar. Leander clears his throat and continues unperturbed. I'll be right back. God damn it, Zadie! Oh my god, it was Jasper! Jasper! No. 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 Can't leave! You can never leave once you step foot inside an office room. Let's toast to Corey's health. Care to join in, Doctor? Kuras politely declines with a wave of his hand. How about you, Min? No. Are you? No. A resounding pop pierces the din of the bar. We all turn in the direction of the noise. Verdi looks almost bashful as he accepts an overflowing flute from the bartender, poured from a bottle so old its label has been worn blank. They serve champagne here? Since when? Verdi pauses in the middle of licking champagne foam from his fingers with a coy smile. You don't mind, do you? In a transformation as impressive as his magic trick, the concern on Leander's face vanishes. He laughs softly. No, be my guest. I know you've got expensive takes. Ha ha! Bro, what the fuck? Then he shoots the bartender a frantic look. Unbothered or uninterested in his company, eyes cants his... Cants? What the fuck? Eyes cants his head at me. Oh. I guess he moves his head? Eyes moves his head at me. Like, what the fuck does that mean? Hang on a second. Cants? I'm gonna look it up. Hang on a fucking second. Can't. Talk hypocritically, similar about something. You are criticizing them because you think the person making them does not really believe what they're saying. Okay. So, what? Oh, it's like, what the fuck? Oh, man. Oh, he tilts his head. That's what it fucking means. I'm so stupid. Holy shit. I had a feeling. I was trying to remember the word, but I had a literal fucking writer's block moment. Unbothered or uninterested in his company, Ice tilts his head at me, a light smile on his lips. How about you, Sparrow? I did say about your drink earlier. No, my treat. Ice regards Leander over the lip of his glass. In the dim light, the glint in his crimson eyes look downright dangerous. Look, dangerous is what I want. Let me fucking stop. Oh my god. He's making me so fucking thirsty. Ah! What'll it be, Corey? I'll take that drink. I'll take you up on that drink, as long as it's not one of those green shots. Don't knock them till you try them. They taste better than they look. Somehow I doubt that, but I hold my tongue long enough for Leander to go behind the bar. He's lying, isn't he? When I glance at Eyes, he only shrugs. Like I said, they were chewy, probably poisoned too. He considers his own drink a tumbler of amber-colored whiskey. Leander's tried to kill me a dozen times by now. It's always a gamble. Damn! Vidi clicks his tongue in disapproval. When he finally looks my way, it's with a half-lidded gaze softened by his third glass of champagne.
Were I you, I wouldn't let Leander put anything in my mouth.
Sir! Sir! Damn! Oh, shit! He fans his fingers over his chest, voice dripping with fake reverence. The Wet Wick is one of the finest drinking establishments in all of Iridia. While you're here, you may as well partake of the signature watered-down drinks and stale nut leather. This guy, he sweeps his hand towards a chipped ceramic bowl filled with speckled jerky that I can only assume is nut leather. What is with the food in this city? Literally. As abyssal as you make it sound, this place is completely packed. It's not all bad. Depending on the day, the food's edible. Eyes takes a measured sip of his drink. You gotta stick around for the real attractions, though. Before I can ask what he needs, Leander returns with a tumbler that he sets in front of me. Uneven chunks of ice bobbed in a pool of reddish-purple alcohol. I eye the drink suspiciously. It better not be another disgusting concoction of Leander's. Relax, it's just a local specialty, plum gin. Although if you're feeling more adventurous, I shake my head. Leander raps his knuckles against the bar until the group falls silent. All right, everyone, let's toast. May Corey's stay in Iridia be full of bright adventures and discoveries. Cheers! Leander, Ice, and Veri raise their glasses in unison. Min only crosses their arms and Kuros watches with polite indifference. Damn. Damn. Okay, I see how it is. I tip back my drink. The plum gin is eye-wateringly strong. Despite a sharp medical edge, it goes down smoothly. One sip softens the edge of my vision. The next fades the dim of the crowded bar into a low, persistent murmur. I find myself unwinding for what feels like the first time in years. Damn! Aren't you the popular one, Corey? I'm guessing you met Kuros first. It would be more accurate to say that I found her. He saved my life. I merely performed my duty as a doctor. Although I must admit that I was confused when I woke up missing all my clothes. That's the fucking gurgle scream I just emitted! Bitch! Sir! Oh shit! Leander makes a choked noise. Somewhere behind him, Min sighs. It's not what you think. Corey was in grave condition. I could hardly treat such injuries through tattered clothes. The silence that follows stretches uncomfortably long. I look away, unable to face Kuros' disappointment, and catch Viri snickering behind his hand. That's my cue to change the topic. Kuros isn't the only one who saved me today. Don't you listen? I didn't save you. You were simply there. That's Min for you. Leander reaches for Min, but they duck under his arm with practiced ease, without so much as looking his way. As reliable as they are moody. You're one to talk considering you neglected to warn her to stay off the streets at night. Oh, I might have gotten a little distracted. Min's only response is a short breath. At any rate, I never got a chance to thank you, Min. Don't. The less Solus alive, the better. For a heartbeat, Min's eyes flick towards Eyes, and their lips twist. Eyes is too busy nodding along to Viri's enthusiastic pantomime of stabbing to notice. Lost, no doubt, in an enthralling discussion. I've had enough of this hellhole. Let's go. Min and Kuros share a brief look. Then the doctor speaks up. Very well, but there is something that I must discuss with Leander. If you'll excuse us, Corey. And just like that, the three of them depart, leaving me alone to savor my gin in silence. Or so I think until I hear a voice so soft and low, it's practically a purr. Bitch! Stop! Ah! Stop! Lost your tour guide. Bitch. Like, I don't know why he's not my type, but the more he talks, the more I get to know him. Like, yes, damn, okay, I like him. Okay. I turn to find crimson and pink eyes trained on me. It's not lost on me that they chose the instant the others left to strike. Just my luck. I had to be abandoned with the two most irritating people I've met all day. Monsters or not, there's no telling what I'll do if either of them push me again. Don't tell me Leander already snuck off to get his knob slobbered out back. Bruh! Damn, so he's up. Damn, alright, shit. I'm up for a one night stand with him though. Shit. He's got business with Kuros and Min. 2-on-1 business, Isn't he lucky? Facts. I would have said that shit too. If I was being petty, I would have said that shit too. I can't tell if it's the champagne or the company, but Viri has grown noticeably more relaxed. He sits with his chin propped on the back of his hand. His ears twitch whenever a hiccup shakes his shoulders. Oh, that's so cute. Why are you so far away? Come join us. Yo, yes, let me fucking join you, god damn it! More specifically, let me join you guys in the middle. Shit. Fuck. Yes. He passed the empty bar stool beside eyes, but I hesitate. The smile Viri wears is sweet and distinctively sly. And with drinks in the mix, I dread how he and Ace will mess with me next. We don't fight. Look! That smile when he says we don't fight. That's a unless you want us to. I'm not sure about that. Just hours ago, he tried to rob me and you threatened me. Me? Steal? Surely you must be mistaken. You sure it was me? Yo, I love these assholes. Holy fuck. Yes, it was you. And then you have the gall to kick me out just so you can go drinking. He gives another one of his shrugs. I was lonely. Bitch! I could have made you not lonely! God damn, I need to stop. It's obvious who my fucking favorite is. Holy shit. Fuck. A simpler answer than I expected, but I guess I can't fault him for that. Very suddenly slumped forward, gossamer sleeves cooling where he rests his elbows on his knees. I set his hand on Viri's waist, nearly preventing him from tipping off the counter. How about we start fresh, Begin with proper introductions, get off on the right foot and whatnot. I'll start. Blech. The name's Viri, hunter extraordinaire. Viri's right hand flutters to his chest and he bows his head, flinching when his hair falls into his eyes. That's so cute. Eyes doesn't say anything, so I suppose it's my turn now. It's Corey. Viri considers me for a long moment, his tail idly swaying behind me. Then, he knocks back the rest of his champagne. It's a pleasure to formally meet you, Corey. Let me stop. He says my name slowly and deliberately, savoring every syllable. A tinge jumps down my spine. Here we go, 40. Holy shit. I quickly turn my gaze away. I smirks at my reaction over the rim of his glass. Sirs! Listen. I am literally just imagining the most kinky, power bottom, fucking shy, bratty, hot, heavy sex right now, okay, with these two. Like, holy fucking shit. I need to stop. Like, holy shit. Like, these two, it just works, alright? Like, they just fucking work. But I smirks at my reaction over the rim of his glass. Is something funny? Nope. I open my mouth and close it just as quickly. They want me to react, goading me into another ridiculous game. While their sharp cat-like eyes keep me on edge, something about this tension is fun. I bet it is, bitch. It must be the gin. Yo, look, I'm hoping it's the gin. A flash of white over Isa's shoulder catches my eye. Across the bar, Kuros heads for the door. I don't see Leander or Min, but it feels wrong to let him leave without saying goodbye. I'll be back. Viri hums and wags his fingers at me as I leave. I slip through the crowd, careful not to touch anyone, but just as I'm nearing Kuros, is it who I think it is? Gah! I stagger, shoulder checked by a man with a neck thicker than both my thighs. Bitch, I have thick thighs. I don't think that's what you mean, but shit. He stares down at me, nostrils flaring. Out of my way, shit stain. My words spill out of their own. You watch it. I regret them as soon as they leave my mouth. Bitch, I don't fucking fight me. That fucking gin. Nah, look, fucking fight me, bitch. I don't give a shit. The roughneck wheels around, shoving a bloodhound out of the way so he can close in on me. What did you say? He shoves me backwards, sending me stumbling to the sticky floor. I'm fine, but my heart leaps into my throat when I see the roughneck bearing down on me. You trying to start something here? The roughneck freezes, his fist cocked back. A group of bloodhounds, called by the commotion, circle him, sizing him up. For what feels like an agonizingly long moment, the roughneck looks from me to the bloodhounds. Finally, he sniffs and spits on the floor next to me. The job nearly misses my cheek. Ew. Screw it. Too many freaks in the circus tonight. He turns his back on me. Yes, babe! Yes! Yes! Let's fucking go! Yes, babe! Oh my fucking god! And comes face to face with eyes. A dangerous smile spreads across his face. You'll do. Sir! What happens next is a blur. Isa's fist crashes into the roughneck's jaw, causing an eruption of gasps, shouts, and even cheers around us. I scramble to my feet right as the frantic crowd swarms around me, cutting off my sight of everything and everyone. Through the ruckus, I hear Leander shouting, Hey, Ice, take it outside. Ignore them, everyone. Look, drinks are on me. With those 4 words, the wick erupts with hoots and hollers. The ring around me disperses as bloodhounds and onlookers rush towards the bar. Though through the thinning crowd, I catch glimpses of familiar faces. Ice vanishes out the back, dragging the roughneck behind him. Kuros lingers near the door, searching, I suspect, for any wounded before he departs. Min draws their hood up tight as they slip out a side door, while Viri leans over the counter to swipe a glass of wine from behind the bar. And Leander, seated at the opposite end of the bar, gestures dramatically and apologetically at the bartender. In the space of a heartbeat, I realize there's no telling when or if I'll see any of them ever again. Whoever I pursue may be the last person I get to speak tonight. Okay. I'm gonna save it here. Yeah. I'm gonna save it here. I'm gonna save it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. All right. Bet. Let's fucking go. Okay. Oh shit. Y'all know who the fuck I'm gonna fucking go for first. All right. I have to get him first. It only feels appropriate. All right. Whoever I pursue may be the last person I get to speak to tonight. I follow. Oh my god, wait, no, oh my god. It's because I'm trying to base this off of like a story, right? I originally was trying to go say goodbye to Kuros, right? And then Eyes basically came in and like saved me, right? So it's like I'm torn between those two. Fuck. Whoever I pursue may be the last person I get to speak to tonight. Hi, Jasper. Jasper, why are you crying? Oh my fucking god. Shit. Mm. I'm gonna go with the original idea. I'm gonna go with eyes, and then I'm gonna reload it after saving it and go with the other guy. I follow eyes. Ooh, orange chicken. Okay. I'm gonna save it here. Yes. I'm gonna load. Oh my god. All right, kudos. Just so I don't fuck up and forget, like, damn. All right, saving it here. Yes, return, load here. Min. Save here. Return, load. Verde. Save here. Yeah. Turn, load, and then here. Leander. And then save here, save there, return, load. And we're gonna go back to the okay. Ah, I need to stop my fangirling this, but I can't. He's just so okay. Chill. All right. Morbid curiosity draws me after eyes. I slick out the back of the wet wick. The alley's dead silent. Not really what I expected from a fight. Ooh, I knew it. A dull crunch reaches my ear, then a thud. Peer around the corner of the building, careful to keep hidden. Dark, glistening red splatters the ground, spidering through the seams of cobblestone. It guides my eyes to a collapsed body across from me. Once so violent, the roughneck is now little more than a sack of crumbled flesh, bolted with mud. Eyes exhales, his breath misting against the cold air. Blood flicks his knuckles as he looms over the motionless body, his feet on either side of it. Fear spreads like ice in my bone. Moments ago he was joking and friendly with the others, but now Eyes' crimson eyes find me in the dark. Not running, Sparrow? I wearily rise to my feet, moonlight illuminating my face. I thought I was out of sight. Got eyes in the back of my head. Oh, he's so fucking. I stepped off the roughneck. My eyes stay locked on the body. It's wet with layers of blood and grime, completely still. He's alive. Are you sure? Calling me a killer or a liar? Killer. Oh, must be scared. You won't hurt me. It comes out more like a question. His eyes flick down my body, then up again. Damn, okay, I was about to say. Like, I'm just going, like, I'm literally just basically speed running this shit based on, like, what I would actually respond to. Like, damn! Not like him, at least. Oh! His bloodied knuckles catch his attention. He tries to rub them clean, but ends up smearing the blood around more. I keep making bad impressions on you. Oh, he's just trying to make a good impression. Oh, God, he's so fucking cute. I can't. I can't. He's so fucking cute. He's just trying to make a good impression. Oh, I'm getting. didn't know you cared about my opinion. Just prefer you didn't piss yourself when we talk. Annoyance bubbles in my chest. Well, I'm not pissing myself even with your bad impressions. Like the first time we met, Eyes chips away at my fear, replacing it with irritation instead. Eyes kneels beside the roughneck and frisks him. I can't help but wonder if the crime was worth the punishment, but I hold my tongue. Deftly, Eyes' hands search through the roughneck's pockets. It doesn't take him long to find his prize, a cigarette and matchbox. He strikes a match, sparks light up his angular features with a golden glow. It's distracting for a moment, but my gaze inevitably drops back to the muddy body. You're just gonna leave him there? Eyes draws deep from the cigarette. He exhales heavily, smoke curling past his lips. I breathe in the sweet, spiced scent of cloves. As his tension melts away, he looks at me with cool-lidded eyes. Should I give him a blanket? Unbothered. Hi, Jasper. Unbothered by the maybe corpse, he takes a step on a crate opposite the bar. I stand awkwardly, forgetting why I came out here in the first place. An unpleasant silence stretches between us. Weather's nice. Oh, fucking love this guy. Holy shit. Cold, murky, and human, he means. I want to believe he's teasing me, but for all I know, this is pleasant for Arudia. Was Princess good company? Who? He takes another long drag. His metal rings catch the light of the cigarette in a flash of red. Jasper, why are you crying? I know you want to leave, but I cannot trust you to try and get the bacon greases on the kitchen counter. So you must just wait, all right? Do you want my lap? Do you want to be on my lap? Yeah? Come here. The soulless who escorted you back. Oh. You named it Princess? Oh, that's so fucking cute. Jealous? I return his smile. You have no idea. I think your nickname's more fitting. Sparrow. Not sure where Eyes got it from. Maybe I should tell him to call me by my name, but it's kind of nice. Not that I ever tell him that. Before I can dissect my feelings, I quickly changed the subject back to the soulless. She was cute. She was kind of cute in a weird way. I glanced absent-mindedly at my hand, remembering how she nuzzled into my palm at my touch. Oh, that's so fucking cute. Ice's eyes softened for a brief moment. My heart just skipped a beat, guys. Ah! There's just something about rough-looking men being soft, all right? It gets me every fucking time. I love it. Fuck. Anyways, her tail wouldn't stop going when she got back. The group of them don't get much attention. That is so cute. Think she's cute now? Wait till you see her tricks. You taught her tricks? Princess is a smart one. She'll learn anything if you have the right rewards. Sounds about right. The idea of tame soulless is still so outlandish to me. I was mauled by a mindless, bloodthirsty beast, and he's talking about them like they're pets. But it's possible, all because of the sea spray. I need to get the answers he wouldn't give me before. I carefully take a seat beside him on the crate, contemplating my strategy. He doesn't seem to mind. He closes his eyes, tilts his head back against the wall, relaxes. Without the pressure of his intense gaze, I feel myself ease up too. As long as I keep my attention away from the bloody heap across from us, I glance over at Eyes and allow my eyes to linger. Yes, bitch, linger down below. A sea glass colored tattoo spirals up his arm, painting over grooves of muscle. Silver jewelry glists in the moonlight. It draws my attention to his bare chest, rough hands, carved jaw. Ah, yo, bitch, yes, just feet. Just fucking feet. God damn it, his ears, his horns, his pupils. Everything about him is sharp, even the fangs that only show when he grins. But my attention's drawn back to the tattoo. Something about it feels unnatural, as if the tendrils move when I'm not looking. What's your verdict? This guy. I whipped my head in the opposite direction. What verdict? Got a long, good... Yeah, I love the teasing of this guy. Got a long, good look. Are you impressed or do I need work? My face grows hot. You're annoying. He responds with a low chuckle draped in smoke. It didn't stop you from staring. My embarrassment spikes. Without thinking, I blurt out a change in topic. I have questions about the sea spring. Boredom eclipses his amusement in an instant, and he closes his eyes again. Of course you do. I thought I made myself clear what you'd be giving up. Before you kicked me out to go drinking, I still need to know more. My turn for a question. It sounds more like an order than anything else. I bristle under his narrowed gaze. Fine. He takes a long pull from his cigarette and lets the smoke trail slowly from his lips. Your curse. What about it? This song and dance is all too familiar. The selfish questions come first. What does it do? Is it painful? Can you control it? I brace myself for the inevitable onslaught. Is the thought of living with it really so unbearable? My dread dies with his words. No one has asked me that before. You've survived this long. Unless you're running out of time, I wonder if it's really worth the sacrifice. He flicks the cigarette aside and props his head on blood-smeared knuckles. But what do I know? I'm just an outsider. This motherfucker. My fingers fuss with the trim of my cloak. Ordinarily, I'd feel annoyed, but now my chest feels tight. You could have sold me if you were less honest. You're a shit salesman. He laughs under his breath. Harsh words. We lapse into silence again. This time, it's surprisingly nice. The quiet, chilled air is a calming reprieve. You know, you didn't seem to like an outsider back at the bar. A lot of people like you. You didn't seem like an outsider back at the bar. A lot of people like you. Eyes raises a brow at me. I start by asking about Fairy. I was surprised to see you. I was surprised to see that you and Viri are close. Blessing and a curse. From what I've gathered, most people think he's, I don't know, an asshole. And water's wet. I wait for him to elaborate or add his thoughts, but he doesn't. So what do you like about him? He lets out a quiet laugh, as if amused by my question. A lot of things. You already named one, that he's an asshole. You like he's an asshole? Peppermint matches the drapes. Looks good in blood and better in tears. I love him already. Yo, I love this guy so fucking much. Jasper! You can't have it both ways, baby. You gotta be in this room for a while, okay? I'm sorry. Favorite things to tail. Sometimes it freezes up if you... Oh! But he catches himself. Clears his throat. It's hard not to let the disappointment show in my expression. Beardy is one of the most honest people you'll meet. Just don't listen to a single thing he says. Damn! You know what? I completely understand that. Those sound like complete opposites to me. Leander. You and Leander clearly get along well. You like Leander? Doesn't everyone? He's helped me a lot since I arrived in Iridia. He even got me a free room at the Wetwick. His charm has gotten him far. For a leader, he sure likes it when others take control. So what I'm hearing is that he's a sub. And or power bottom. Who knows? I will be back. My God, Jasper. Go into that room. No. I know freaking backstage that you good. Fine, here. Happy. Okay. All
always leave the doors open because they want to be moody ass bitches. Gosh. Part of me desperately wants to ask what he means, but Eyes continues before I get the chance. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Surprised we get along? I thought you'd be at each other's throats instead of drinking buddies. His smile is easy, but there's a dangerous edge to it. Leander's done a good job. For a human. Naturally, there will come a time when his resolve is tested. Same could be said for anyone in this plane or the next. As for my resolve, well, stick around in Iridia long enough and you'll find out. I love this guy. I nod slowly. I can't decide if it sounds like a promise or a threat. Got any more observations, Sparrow? Nobody. My main point is that, speaking from experience, being an outsider usually means you don't have friends. I don't. I level him with a tired look. Fine, I'll confess, I have one friend. Don't say yourself. Okudius. Why is that name red? I don't like that the name is red. Why is the name red? As soon as he says the name, a thick wave of unease runs through me. The same sensation I felt at the sea spring in the outskirts. But as quickly as the sick feeling hits me, it dissipates, leaving me oddly numb against the prickling cold. Who's that? A friend. It lives in my head. It lives in your head. Ice tapped his temple with a finger. Right here. Scared you off yet? That'd be the third bad impression I've made on you today. I'm stunned for a long moment, processing what he's just told me. And I burst into a fit of laughter. You're serious? Ice grins wide enough to flash his fangs, deadly. It sounds so fucking absurd, I can't help it. On top of everything I've gone through today, it feels like I'm living a fever dream. Yo, facts! What are y'all doing over there? Jasper! I fucking swear, Jasper, if you try to go in between the fucking oven and shit, I will fuck you up. Not really, but she doesn't need to know that, guys. Oh my god. It's because of the fucking ratones. I'm sorry. I'll be right back, guys. Stop. Okay, neither of them are leaving the fucking room now. Great, cool. It feels like I'm living a fever dream. I've come close to death more times than I can count, encountered tame Soulless in a horrifying group mind, and now I'm supposed to believe that there's someone living inside Ai's head? There are tears in my eyes by the time I rein myself in. Eyes waits patiently, lips quirked in amusement. Sorry, it just sounds so ridiculous. The tension that wound my shoulders so tightly has melted away, and for the first time in a long time, I feel like I can breathe. I feel better. Dukas! Where in the rat's ass are you? Raukos' gruff shouts rise in the streets, echoed by the sound of heavy boots sloshing through mud. God, so much fur! So much fur in the air. Gosh, so fucking foofies. The voice shares the roughneck's accent from the bar. The same roughneck who is still maybe dead and lying bloodied across from us. I nearly forgot about him. I shoved to my feet as their voices get louder. They're closing in quick. Eyes pulls me by the wrist out of the alley, away from beaming moonlight. Ooh, yes, sir. We dive into a nook between buildings, veiled in a shade of tattered canopies. Yes, hi. It's a tight fit. Eyes boxes me in against the wall, his body all but pressed against mine as he towers over me. Oh, I love this type of fucking scene. Oh my god. For the second time today, the heady scent of smoke envelops me, but this time cut with the metallic tinge of someone else's blood. Eyes pitches his voice low. Giving me shivers. Quiet. Sir,
My heart leaps into my throat. I'm suddenly acutely aware of the heat radiating off Ice's body. The feeling of my leg grazing my, oh my God, the feeling of his leg grazing my thigh. The closeness of his breath. Hey, yo, this is about to be a sexy. Shit's about to get spicy. This is bad. Yeah, bitch, this is bad because, bitch, I'm gonna honey. Bitch, we got a honey. I squirm against him and earn a burning crimson glare. Hang on. Okay, yeah. Do we really have to? His hand covers my mouth, muffling my whispers. He shakes his head. Don't. Damn, he's over here. Dukas, wake up, you bastard. A group of individuals, all brandishing spiked weapons, fill the alley. They all wear violet sashes, some kind of uniform. I wish I could see what they're doing, but Ice's arm all but blocks my sight. My eyes trail up the teal markings. They coil around his arm, his bicep. They lead up to Ice's collarbone, to the cords hanging around his neck, and to the smuggest smirk I've ever seen. Look. I want to glare at him, but at the same damn time. Okay, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it again, all right? I'm gonna save it again. And I'm gonna see what happens if I glare at him. I would love nothing more than to chew him out, but his hand is clamped over my mouth. I fix him with the deadliest glare I can muster. I knew it! I fucking knew it! Bro, I fucking knew it! Eyes responds with a wolfish grin, and I realize I've locked myself into eye contact with him. Okay. Sir. I need to know what the other one would have been. Stare at his chest. Unfortunately, my eyes dart away from his face, following the line of his neckline down his chest. The way the pendant hangs above the line of his abdomen just before the skin gets swallowed by darkness. A thrill jolts through me, my face hot beneath his touch. Ooh, this can't be happening. Why am I getting worked up in this situation? Okay, alright, bet. You know what? Nah, we're gonna go with my original answer, all right, and glare at him because we're staring at this hoe. Like, look at that! Eyes responds with a wolfish grin, and I realize I've locked myself into eye contact with him. The thrill jolts through me, my face hot beneath his touch. This can't be happening. Why am I getting worked up in this situation? Because bitch, you are. Voices in the alley grab Isaac's attention this time. Shit, he's got more broken ribs than whole ones. What kind of freak did this? Fan out, find the cocksucker responsible. You three, take Dukas back to base. At least he's still breathing. Knew it. Look, there's something about a rough, quote-unquote, gang leader type of male lead that is surprisingly soft and doesn't lie. I like that, all right? I like that he doesn't lie because it just makes it more interesting. Shit. It just makes everything like 10 times more fucking hot, to be honest. I'm like, damn, honesty, yes. The alley clears out as footsteps rush away from us. We stay still until they're distant, melting into the rumble of the quarter. Only then does Eyes take his hand off my mouth. When we finally step back into the moonlight, the night air is ice on my skin. I feel dazed and the need to keep my eyes off Eyes all at once. Was that really necessary? The tremble to my voice is nothing but embarrassing. Staying hidden was the best option. Would be a hassle to run into them with you there. What, because I'm dead weight? Because 3 bad impressions are enough for one day. Aww, that was so fucking cute. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. So fucking cute. The answer is too vague for my liking, but he's probably right. Either way, I don't have the energy to argue. Come on, Sparrow, let's get you home before you're framed for murder. Very funny. I love it. We reached the front of the wet wig too quickly. I hate to admit it, But I don't want to separate from Eyes yet, and not just because he never answered my questions. He's infuriating. As easily as he makes me feel on edge, he can make me feel safe, secure somehow. You know where to find me. At the creepiest place in the world. Oh, he smiled a little bit. Take your time before you decide to drink. I happen to like your shitty attitude. It takes me a moment to process it, then my eyes fluttered down to my feet. I'll keep that in mind. When I get back up from the ground, Ides is already down the street, disappearing into the throng of people. No fanfare, not even a wave. Asshole. Oh, shit. I'm definitely gonna say this shit here. Ugh. SARS. SARS. I choose him. Oh my god, bro. Eyes, the demon renegade, an intimidating yet laid back outsider. Eyes proceeds over a sea spring with unnerving powers. He offers you a miracle, but the price means submitting yourself to the horrifying presence at the heart of the spring. Will you gaze into the abyss for answers, even at the risk of losing yourself? Damn! Beauty serves as a warning of the dangers posed by the Cenobium. As cunning as he is curious, Beauty finds you fascinating and insists that he can help. But trusting him means entrusting your life to a colored beast with a lethal reputation. Can Beauty protect you, or are his honeyed words a trap waiting to snap shut? Leander offers you something that should be impossible, a taste of normalcy, free of your curse. As the first person to withstand your touch, he could change your life. But some things are simply too good to be true. Leander promises to help unravel your curse, but at what cost? Honestly, I kind of had a feeling that he was too good to be true. Like, I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. Alright. Okay. Ooh, the repentant angel. Kudas. From all appearances, Kudas is a principled doctor of extraordinary skill, but you know little about the man beneath the professional mask, and Kudas keeps even his friends at a cool distance. If you uncover his deepest secrets, will you like what you find? Despite their cold nature and familiarity with violence, Min is just as Min, the cursed outsider. Blech, my bad. Min is just as desperate as you to get into the Cenobion. You may be able to help each other, but they're keeping as many secrets as you. They claim they're dangerous, but could they be your only chance at getting into the Cenobion? Honestly, I don't really care for the Cenobion. I mean, like, there's obvious fucking warnings for a reason, my guy. So it's like, I am not all that fucking curious. I know when to back the fuck up, alright? So, he is obviously a no-go for me, at the very least. So, I'm gonna choose this guy. No! What do you mean? What do you mean? Bro, I need more. I need more. Okay, all right. Now we're going on to Kudas. Hot on Kudas's heels, I squeeze my way out of the bar. Of everyone I met, he seems the most likely to help me, and the least likely to murder me on a whim. I don't want to be so sure about that bitch, but earlier this morning, he said I could go to the clinic for help whenever I needed it. Time to see if that promise was actually worth anything. I breathe a sigh of relief once I'm free of the crowded bar. Kudas, hearing me, turns my way. Corey? You seem upset. I take it the Amaryllis district is not to your liking? If nothing else, it's wildly different from the secluded temple where I spent most of my days. That's not why I stepped out. You are not in need of treatment after that fall, are you? Oh, look at his smile. I scowl up at him, and he holds out his hand in a mollifying gesture. Blah, word. I apologize, Corey. Please continue. About time. Someone cuts right across me towards Kudas, stopping us both in the middle of the street. Sorry, had a scratch. Even in a dim pink haze that seems to blanket everything, there's no mistaking the pressed white uniform and stiffly starched hat. Another Cenobium cleric. I hastily step back, making myself as inconspicuous as possible. Can I help you? Nervous onlookers hastily part around Kuras and the cleric. The two form an island of white in a sea of teeming color. Enough. You know why I'm here. Then I hope you find this edifying. Kuras reaches into his coat and produces 3 tiny glass vials, bound together with a thick leather cord. A silvery powder shimmers inside. He gently flicks the glass, watching the contents swirl and extends the vials to the cleric. This is it? They look extremely unimpressed. Appearances can be deceiving. He throws me a glance and a swift smile. Oh, but I'm too surprised to respond. Kudos was the first to warn me about the Cenobium. Nobody I met had anything good to say about them. And yet here he is, openly dealing with them in the Amaryllis district? I glance between Kudas and the cleric, who seems to notice me for the very first time. Good night. They bow to Kudas, offer me an extremely perfectionary nod, and disappear into the seething crowd. Corey, something amiss? Isn't that dangerous? A conversation is hardly dangerous. You know what I mean. You're the one who warned me about the Cenobium. Shh! Be calm. He holds one finger to his lips, which suddenly curl in a cat-like smile. For now, please join me on a short stroll. Kudas's golden eyes twinkle in a low light. He beckons me away from the main thoroughfare down a side street filled with vendors hawking late-night snacks. What? Wait! Now powerfully curious in spite of myself, I hurry after Kudas. Each of his long, graceful strides is easily 2 of mine. I catch a glimpse of his gleaming white coat, disappearing around the corner of the street. The moment I catch up, the delicious scent of freshly baked goods flood my nose. My stomach gives a loud rumble. 1 honey pistachio cookie, please. That actually sounds really fucking good, I'm not gonna lie. Hang on a second. I need a screenshot that shit real fucking quick so I can check it out later. Coming right up. Without breaking his swift pace, Kudas plucks the sticky confection out of the merchant's hand and offers it to me. The heavenly smell makes my stomach rumble once more. I take a bite without hesitation. Kudas watches me with an indulgent smile, and I notice he hasn't gotten anything for himself. You're not hungry? You need not concern yourself with me. He stops mid-sentence, his eyes darting back the way we came. The hairs stick up on the back of my neck. I turn just enough to peek over my shoulder, hoping I don't look too suspicious. Sure enough, it's the same cleric who waylaid us in the street, now wearing a thunderously angry expression. Uh-oh. Well, disappointment can be a learning experience. Glimmers of realization dawned over me as I stare up at him. What exactly was in those vials? Perhaps a rare and potent alchemic catalyst, or some stale fish skin. The two do resemble one another, and it can be hard to tell them apart. Ooh, this bitch. Is he serious? I chance another glance at the cleric, who's now trying to elbow their way between the food stalls. A few people make way, but most don't even notice their efforts. The street is far too crowded with hungry patrons. Shall we? Without even waiting for a response from me, he glides swiftly into the crowd once more. You're messing with them! You're messing with a Cenobian cleric? Such impolite behavior. I am astounded you would even suggest it. His smile literally gives him away, bitch. Wait, no. There we go, yeah. Such impolite. I'm astounded you would even suggest it. Kudos! I must still look incredulous because his smile softens a little. He lifts his hand as if to pat my shoulder, then stops himself. As I said, you have nothing to fear. Aww, He ducks into what looks like an abandoned doorway, but opens into a small covered market. The stalls here are full of more spices than I knew existed. Even taking a short breath makes me sneeze. Kuras slows his pace, occasionally pausing to examine the insistent hawker's wares. Wait. He looks up from a display of livid red leaves, each as long as my forearm. You said I have nothing to fear, but everyone in Iridian seems weary of the Cenobian. People fear the obvious trappings of power, wealth, force, or a hideously ostracious tower. For my part, I find such trappings merely disappointing. The Cenobian once had great potential. They squandered it decades ago in the pursuit of trinkets, pleasure, and petty tyranny. Their narrow, prosaic interests have rendered them blind to all else that moves. I think that's the most I've ever heard Kuras say on any topic. You sound like you know them well. Kuras lets out a long, low sigh. You miss little, Corey. Familiarity breeds contempt, and I am more familiar with the Cenobium's crude methods than I would like. Now I'm getting somewhere. Something beyond vague warnings or swift deflections. Decide to press the point while I have the chance. Familiar how? Oh, Kuda stops right in front of a display of pickled fruits, and I nearly run into his bag. He steps aside at the last moment. His arms rest gently but firmly on my waist. I tense, but he's careful to avoid my bandaged hands. Our pursuer refuses to take no for an answer. Them again? I thought he lost them in the crowd. I crank my neck to look for the cleric, but Kuda shakes his head. This way. Oh, now he's messing with us, I bet. The next street over seems to be home to the high-end brothels. It's full of steep stairways and shadowy passages, perfect for discreet trias or losing a persistent tail. Peak curtains and painted I'm gonna say facades, I don't know. Facades spiral around me like a giant, colorful warren. Ugh, words are hard. It only takes a few more twists and turns down blind alleys and narrow walkways before I completely turned around. Kuras, however, seems to be following some map in his own mind. He takes each turn with swift confidence, guiding me with the occasional nudge. The gaps between teetering buildings can hardly be called alleys. So narrow we have to pass through single file. Just a little further. The effortless grace which he moves is almost infuriating. It takes every ounce of concentration I have just to avoid tripping over loose tiles, discarded clothes, and unidentified rubbish. Meanwhile, his long legs almost seem to float over every obstacle. His clothes are still completely pristine despite the soot-stained walls on either side. How the hell does he do it? I'm still trying to puzzle it out when I realize how warm it is, with me practically tripping on his heels. The tiny gap between us seems to radiate heat, like beating midday sun on the longest day of summer. Stay close to Kuras. I definitely don't want to get lost here. I stay as close to Kuras as I can without actually touching him. I promise I will not lose you. Was I that obvious? Our eyes meet, and despite my best efforts, I find it hard to hold his gaze. Those golden eyes sent hot pins and needles racing along my spine. It's not unpleasant, but I've never felt anything like it before. Ooh, it's getting horny. Ooh. Thank you for indulging me, Corey. I believe we have lost our tail. Oh, now you say that. It's much quieter on the edges of the Amaryllis district, and the deals in the shadows look shadier. Did you enjoy your improv tour? Relief escaped me in a tired laugh after the day I've had. Playing keep away from a Cenobian cleric seems almost normal. I wasn't in mortal peril, so that's a nice change of pace. He laughs too, a soft and pleasant chuckle completely at odds with his usual cold demeanor. Are you sure we've lost that cleric? If there is one thing you count on, it is the elitists of Cenobian's finest. They will not design to follow us this far. He sounds confident enough. I was starting to wonder if we'd have to make a full circuit of the city to ditch them. A beam of moonlight cuts through the clouds, casting his face into sharp relief. However, I should escort you back to your lodgings. It would be unwise to let you go alone. What about you? Are you staying at the Wetwick? course not. Then you're going back to your clinic alone? You just said that was a bad idea. He pauses, stares at me. Then his expression relaxes into a gentle smile. The shock. And then, ooh, ooh. Fear not, Corey. Only the most desperate or foolish would dare lay a hand on me. Ooh, damn, he powerful. It sounds insane after 2 near-death soulless encounters, but part of me believes him. The few people who are still out huddled beneath street lamps and in doorways, desperate to be as close to safety as possible. Kuras, on the other hand, looks more relaxed than I've ever seen him. He's strolling down the middle of the street, bold as if it were broad daylight. Even walking alongside him makes me feel more secure, warmer both inside and out. Ooh. I hang on to that faint spark of hope and screw up my courage. Did you mean it this morning, when you said I could come back to you for help? Every word. All his earlier mirth vanishes, replaced by calm focus. I don't know what to say to that. I almost expected his offer to be a courtesy, an easy way to get me out the door. The fact that he meant it. Why do you ask? I believe I have already made my intention to help you quite clear. His eyes flicked briefly to my arm, the one that he miraculously reattached when he found me. I can almost imagine him counting the neat stitches. I just wanted to make certain. I'm still figuring out who's trustworthy and who's trouble. I see. Iridia does tend to attract extreme individuals, including you. Ah, Corey, I decline to incriminate myself in your eyes. So fucking cute. Ah! I can recognize a smooth deflection when I hear one. Though if he won't talk more about himself, maybe he'll tell me about someone else. I decide to ask about Leander. Why do you send me to Leander for help? Few know Iridia better than Leander. The company he keeps can be questionable, but I had confidence in him. Yeah, his bloodhounds seem rough around the edges. Leander has always preferred the company of those like him, survivors of Lowtown's harsh realities. You must have noticed how they flock to him. I nod. He seemed to know every single person in the Wetwick. And that's a good thing? Leander's closest peers trust him with their lives. I would say that counts for something. You and Min sounded like you knew each other well. Kudas heaves a long, suffering sigh. I know them better than most, and less well than I would like. Like you, Min is a recent arrival. Their time here has been particularly difficult, as much as I would like to help. He trails off, but I know exactly what he's talking about. Min didn't seem like the sort of person who would accept help easily. They always pick fights that are twice their size? Yeah, because he's short. That's why I don't like him. He's short. I like tall guys. Fuck. Fuck. Oh my god. So, there's nothing wrong with short guys, all right? I love short guys, all right? But when the personality and the attitude don't really go well with the height, it's not really for me. So, I'm a little upset. Fuck. I figured out why I don't really like him that much. Shit. I have implored him not to. They rarely listen. Nobody else. With my curiosity sated for now, I fall silent. I wish Kudas had given me just a little more to go on, but he seems almost as tight-lipped about others as he is about himself. Excuse me. I kind of expected that, though. Excuse me. By the time we're back at the Wetwick, the Amaryllis district seems even noisier and more raucous than before. Drunken patrons overflow into the streets, which reek of split wine. How am I supposed to sleep with all this racket? I suggest the stiffest drink at the bar. Alternatively, a ball of wax. Very funny. Even with how tired I am, I'm not sure I'll get a wink of sleep. I'm about to say goodnight to Kudas when someone staggers out of the Wetwick and right into me. I stumble back, heels teetering on the edge of the filthy gutter. Corey! The next thing I know, a pair of warm arms catch me around the waist. I find myself staring up at Kures, pressed against his chest. His grasp loosens, but he doesn't quite let me go. Something shifts in his gaze. His eyes fix on my face, and I feel myself growing hot all over his intense scrutiny. Ooh, bitch. Ooh. It's called being hot and bothered. What does he see in me? What's he looking for? Kudos? Ah, my apologies. Even after he moves away, the warmth of his touch lingers through my clothes. Ooh, damn! This bitch down bad, not gonna lie, same. I quickly tug my cloak straight, trying to recollect my scattered thoughts. Good night. Thanks for everything today. You are most welcome. He turns and slips into the crowd, though I can pick out his pristine white coat with ease. A chilly gust howls down the street. When did it get so cold out? Like, damn. I really need this game to be okay. So this whole game was just a prologue. All right. I'm so sad. Let's see. Continue, 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 continue. I can't let men slip away so easily. They might be the most standoffish person I've met so far, but they're the only one who seems even close to neutral on the Cenobian. My gut tells me they know more about that tower than they're letting on. By the time I make it out of the bar, they're already halfway down the street. Drawing my cloak close to ward off the chill, I hurry after them. But at this hour, the Amaryllis district is full of carousing people. While Min slips through the crowd with surprising agility, I struggle to keep pace. The edge of their cloak flutters as they round the corner. Determined to at least try and catch up, I take the same turn into a dim side street. But Min is nowhere to be seen. Didn't you learn your lesson earlier? I nearly jump out of my skin, whirling to find Min right behind me. They don't even look ruffled. They fold their arms, pointedly staring me down. I thought nearly getting eaten would teach you that being out alone at night is dangerous. I'm not alone, am I? It's a good thing I'm not alone then, isn't it? Min looks at me in blank confusion for a moment before realization dawns. Oh, that was cute. He's blushing. Are you always so persistent? I don't really know how to read them. They shift between aggressive and hesitant without warning, and I have no idea how to tell which way they'll swing. But I can't help feeling a little thrill when pink sweeps across their cheek. Look at that's cute. I kind of have to be. It's how I stay alive. Min recovers their composure quickly, their mouths shifting into a frown. They glance away, eyes sweeping across the street. You've been lucky so far, but it won't last. Nobody in the city is trustworthy. Not even you? Especially not me. I've met clams that open up more willingly than men, but even if they don't talk about themselves much, they must have opinions about Kuros. You and Kuros seem to get along though. The tense lines of Min's features softens. He's an exception. Few people are willing to help others, fewer when there's any risk involved. And of them, Kuros is unique. I have a feeling that Min doesn't smile often, but the curve of their lips, however slight, is unmistakable. They catch themselves, their expression closing off with a near-audible snap. He's not the worst, a decent doctor, even if he asks too many questions. Oh, that blush. But nothing is really free here. He didn't take any payment from me. He rarely does. That just means he's paying down the debt elsewhere. Ooh. Doors bang open at the end of the street. Light and laughter pour out of the bar, followed by a group of giggling people in white uniform. Cenobium students having a night out of the town. Min hesitates only for a moment before they start down the street in the same direction as the students. When I follow close on their heels, they grimace, speaking through gritted teeth. Why are you still following me? I don't know how much more Min will tell me, if they'll tell me anything at all, but I have to ask. They're the closest thing I have to a lead. Ahead of us, the students pile into another bar. Min ducks into the alley next to it. If nobody in this city is trustworthy, what about the Cenobian? The line of their narrow shoulders abruptly tenses. They lift their chin, giving me a wary look. Kudos must have warned you about the nature of the city's currency. Right. Information and secrets. I fidget, uncertain. Don't trust Min's unpredictable moods, or all the things they clearly aren't saying. Their eyes dip towards my hands, passing over the bandages like a razor. The pressure light, but full of keen-edged possibility. I shiver, hastily shoving my hands into my pockets. They frown, but their gaze drifts away from me, to the window of the bar next to us. It's opaque, either frosted glass or caked in dust, but some of the warm light diffuses out into the alley. The Snowmium is a place of learning. Someone has questions that can't be answered anywhere else. The Cenobium might have the solution. Or at least, that's how it was once upon a time. These days, its doors are closed to outsiders. That's about what I expected after how I was practically shoot off earlier. Just as I started to relax, they speed again. Whatever you're looking for there, the cost may be higher than you're willing to pay. The sheer hypocrisy of their words ticks me off. What gives you the right to talk when you're doing the same exact thing as me? What questions are you asking that only the Cenobium can answer? That's personal. So there is something Min's looking for at the Cenobium. I suppose that makes two of us. If you're following groups of Cenobian students around, they must not be having much luck either. Everyone else seems to fear or hate the Cenobium, but you don't. They flinch, spurred onward by curiosity and my lingering annoyance. I press forward. You must know something about them. Something you haven't told Leander or Cluras, but they're not letting you in, which means you're one of the outsiders. In the space between one breath and the next, Min closes the distance between us. Slender fingers grip the front of my shirt, and they slam me against the wall with shocking strength. The force of the movement knocks her head back, messy hair fluttering around their face. I'm standing on tiptoe. Min's lifted me nearly clear off the ground with a single hand. The realization sends an electric tingle down my spine. What the fuck? But before I can begin to wonder what that's about, Min snarls in my face. You don't know what you're fucking talking about. The angry twist of their mouth draws my eyes down to the beauty spot at the corner of their lips. I can't seem to stop staring at it. What, really, bitch? What the fuck? No, I don't like this. I don't like this read at all. It's incongruously delicate compared to the fire in their gaze, the steel bone strength in their grip, but then so is the rest of them. What's your fucking problem? I've had enough. Maybe it's the tiring, fruitless day I've had. Maybe it's the 2 near-death experiences. Or maybe I'm just sick of all these infuriating, attractive strangers who won't tell me a damn thing. They still look pissed, but they hesitate. Maybe they didn't expect me to snap back. Bitch, you give me information to snap at me and shove me around. What are you trying to do? You're one to talk, stumbling around town looking for answers, trying to get them without giving anything in return. That's not how things work here, and it'll get you killed well before you figure out whatever's going on with your hands. He knows. I don't get angry easily. I can't afford to when a moment of carelessness could be fatal. But when they mention my hands, my temper flares hot. That's rich considering your whole I don't have any friends bullshit. Realization strikes me like a thunderclap. You're not getting anywhere by yourself either, are you? But you can't make yourself ask for help. You're stuck and it's your own fault. I brace myself, expecting Min to snap at me again. Instead, their gaze drops, eyes falling away from my face. Their brow furrows in frustration, but the twist of their mouth is miserable. Their voice trembles almost imperceptibly. when they speak. I know. The city only cares about what you can give or what you can take from you. Information, power, connections. If you're an outsider here, nobody will help you. Nobody will even try. You don't belong anywhere. My heart thuds in my chest for an entirely different reason now. They seem suddenly very small. Because he is small! Now let me stop. Alone, like me. Min jerks backwards, releasing me so abruptly that I nearly stumble. Oh, look at his little boys. Maybe they realized how close we were. Maybe they said too much. Determined not to let this go, I press forward. Min takes another step back, but this time they're the one with their back against the wall. Look, we both want something from the Cenobium, right? But neither of us are going to get anywhere on our own. We could help each other. It's worth a shot, don't you think? Min sighs. They sound annoyed, but any real hostility seems to have gone out of them. You've made it this far already, I'll grant you that. But if you're looking for help, you should look elsewhere. If you stay too close to me, you'll get hurt. Before I can think of what to say, the tavern doors bang open again. The Cenobium students spill back out, considerably drunker. Their ranks seem to have swelled with other barflers. The group floods back into town, towards the great tower rising moonward. As I'm distracted by the commotion, Min slips away from me, drawing their hood up. I catch their eyes for just a moment, then they're gone, vanishing into the crowd. I don't like Min's story telling, honestly. It's not bad. I just don't like it. Man, and I got like two more, which is Evita and Lancer. God damn, is this shit sexy? Like, and Sarah has chest real quick. Ooh, with the pendant. Yeah, I reread that. I reread that. Ooh. When we finally step back into the moonlight, the night air is ice on my skin. I feel dazed and need to keep my eyes off A's at all costs. Is that really necessary? The tremble to my voice is nothing but embarrassing. Staying behind was a better option. Be a hassle of what, because I'm dead? Wait. Because 3 bashing presents are enough for one day. Before you're framed for murder. You know where to find me. Actually, hang on. Return. Yeah. Alright, so basically nothing changes. I prefer staring at him. that shit was good. Oof. I am most definitely oh no. The man that we saw before they died. Oh, that shit was hella fucking creepy. Sexy. Sexy. Okay, not bad. Look, yes, definitely. This is my husband. Oh my god. This is my motherfucking husband. I need him. I fucking need him. This guy. I can see the appeal. I really do. I genuinely do. I just can't like him. I don't know. I don't. Oh my god, look how tiny he is compared to the others, bruh! Oh my god, she's so tiny. But yeah, I really like this. This shit is fucking cute. Literally, these guys, Like I really like Kuros's face and shit. I don't like how kind of super secretive he is actually. It's kind of annoying where it's like it feels like at any moment, even like, so I really like this guy, all right? I really like him. But he is literally giving off, how do I put it nicely? He is giving off the vibe that if you give him too much information or if you depend on him too much, he will literally just up and out, and he can literally just go up and out of your life and he'd be completely fine, basically. Like I like his look. I sexy, yes, but I don't I kind of sort of like his personality. It's gentlemanly, and I like a gentleman, but it's also very secretive, and I don't really like it like that much in like dating sims and just in general sort of thing. Um, Leander, I actually need to read his story a little bit more before I can figure it out. Cause just from the little glimpses and stuff, I can tell that he is a womanizer or just like a personizer, personizer, where he literally just lays with anything and everyone, basically. So far, my husband, he is my favorite. I was right about him from the fucking get go and everything. I don't care. He is my number fucking one. This guy, I didn't like him at first, but I liked and loved the way he talked. And I feel like he'll grow on me the more I actually get to know him. So it's definitely number one. No one's taking his spot anytime fucking soon. Uh, Surprisingly, Vita is number two. Number three is either Leander or Kudos, only because I haven't read Kudos's storyline yet, because I am extremely fucking tired. I'm about to knock the fuck out after this shit. But after reading fucking what's his name? Means, whatever the fuck his name is. I don't really like it. Like I said, I see the appeal. I if it wasn't because of the genre of what the story is supposed to actually be about, his personality and stuff just kind of sticks out like a sore thumb, and I don't really like that. Like, literally in any other genre I would like it, but in this specific genre I just don't think he can help. Like, he's a newcomer, basically. He's recently part of the city and whatnot. So he's not much far behind than us and shit, but to be completely honest, I just feel like he is going to end up getting us killed eventually, basically. Or like he feels like the bad ending without being the bad ending, you know? And let's see. I just really like his like flirty personality and his like asshole demeanor and stuff. But it's like the difference between these two and these guys, or like Leander and like everyone like on this side and everyone on this side, is that they don't fucking lie. They okay, so this guy lies, all right? But at the same fucking time, he be telling the truth, like straight up facts. This guy legitimately does not fucking lie, and I love that so fucking much. So fucking hot. Leander, Leander doesn't lie either because it was he took us on as a job, or because he realized that we can actually be caring for him and stuff. But I need to figure him out more before I can place him as number three. Curtis, he, oh man, Okay, so if I had to rank it, literally, means Minas, whatever the fuck his name is, literally feels like the ending genre, feels like the genre with the ending of that yandere who fucking kidnaps you, puts you in a cage, and keeps you like for like all eternity and shit without you ever having seen the light and shit. Like he is a bad ending without being the bad ending, you know? Like it just feels like you will die with like going to him basically. Even if he tries his fucking best to save you, it feels like you will die. Kudos definitely has his own agenda. Like he definitely is just being nice to us because he wants to know more about the curse and is kind of hoping that we let our guard down to tell him our secrets without knowing much about him, honestly. That's what it feels like. All right. If he feels like the type of person that will stab you in the fucking back once you're no longer useful. Which I don't fucking mind. He hot and sexy, but ugh. In terms of like trying to romanticize with him, I don't like that. Leander, like I said, I need to read his story and shit before I can figure it out. And these two, well, Vita, I definitely need to also read his story and shit. I will probably do a separate stream for like 30 minutes just explaining these two guys. But so far, I really like him. I love everything about him so fucking much. Like everything about him from the first time we fucking met to the ending. I was like, yes. Like, yes, let's fucking go. Um, but yeah. So that's just my opinion, honestly, so far. All right. Well, I'm going to end it here. Thank you everyone for coming by to my stream. It was a great it was a great 12 hours and technically 13 hours and an extra 3 almost 4 hours because of this stream. But yeah, I had fun. Thank you for entertaining me. Thank you for coming and showing. Bye.